Good morning. This is your wake up alarm. 3, 2, 1.
This is Ace and TJ 5G.
Hello, testing 1, 2, 3.
Ace. TJ. Riggins. Alexis. Tech D-Rob.
Every day.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
My goodness. Kind of bummed I had no responses on my hinge yesterday. So I'm coming in here on Valentine's Day
Nothing happening.
with no activity in my single, boring, married life. At Valentine's Day, I wore a red shirt, represent the love of the hearts, because I'm all about it. I'm gonna be about it.
Right.
I'm gonna see about it.
We know one thing, TJ. You are all about, the love of Valentine's Day. Did you two just make a heart together for YouTube?
It's cute.
Oh,
Let me tell y'all. Let me show you how romantic I am on Valentine's Day. I'm gonna hold that up. I don't know if the camera can see that or not. Can you see it on the camera? I left that for my wife to find this morning. It says "Happy Valentine's Day." I heart you, and I took a red Sharpie and colored in the heart.
that was sweet.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's cute.
Very sweet.
Right, and then if you turn it on the back, it's got some cuss words on it.
There you go.
So nasty.
Calling her all kinds of names. Everything but a child of God. He called me everything but a child of God. Y'all ever heard that? That's a country phrase for you, Alexis. You like those country phrases. If somebody cusses you out and calls you some nasty names, that's what you say. He came over here, cussed me till a fly wouldn't light on me. Called me everything but a child of God.
Call me everything but a child of God.
Nailed it.
Thanks.
So, Tech D-Rob, did you leave a note for Meredith this morning?
No, she wouldn't have had time to read it anyway because she waits until the very last second to get up.
Okay, so
Yeah.
right, and she wouldn't have time to read like Happy Valentine's Day?
No, she would not.
She's a wake and dash girl.
Yeah.
Huh?
I like the way he lays that off on her. She wouldn't even have time to read it, so why bother?
She would not. 100%.
Now, what time does she go to bed?
When I do.
Oh, she goes to bed that early, and then still she sleeps until right before she has to jump up and run out to school.
Yep.
To teach.
Yep.
And on the weekends, is she still sleeping late?
Yeah.
Until noon.
I go to bed after her on the weekends and get up before her.
How long before her?
Hours sometimes.
Hours.
Ballpark it. Average number of hours of sleep per night.
Well, if we're talking on the weekend, she can go 10 to 12 hours.
Okay, so every weekend night she gets 10 to 12 hours of sleep.
And if she doesn't, she's very cranky.
Is that little reservoir thing on her CPAP dry when she wakes up? Has she used it all up?
Every time.
Because it has a it has a reservoir on it, and you put distilled water in it, and that way the air that's blowing in your face all night, right into your mouth and nose, is not so dry that it dries your throat and your nasal cavities and all that. It's like a humidifier, so to speak.
Yeah. So
And if you stay, it only has a certain amount in it that it'll hold, the little tank. And if you sleep for a long, long time, you're gonna wake up and that thing's gonna be dry.
yeah, and the thing is, it'll burn like in the thing if it doesn't have water left. So she's got like burn marks in her reservoir.
Burning.
Yeah, because it's like
because it's constantly heat. Because that water is not cold because it heats it to a certain. However you have it dialed up on the machine, it puts the water in a warm texture, so you're not being blasted with cold water into your face all night. So it's a warm, tiny, warm mist.
Has yours-
and it takes a long time to empty the reservoir.
That's what I was going to ask, TJ. Since you have the CPAP, have you ever had that happen where
Never.
you've emptied? You've never. All these years of having it, you've never emptied the thing.
No.
What's the water supposed to do?
it's so you don't get dried out, like you said a second ago.
But it just.
TJ just gave us a detailed explanation of how it works.
But he said, so it sprays you. Because he said it sprays you with cold water. So I'm like, okay, is this supposed to like wake you up? So
No,
like,
it humidifies the air going into your face. It acts as a humidifier.
but how does that help you sleep?
It doesn't help you sleep, but when you're sucking, if air is just blowing right in your mouth and your nose, it can dry your throat out and your nasal cavity, nasal stuff out.
You know, like
as
when-
well, so it moisturizes your throat and nose to keep you from waking up like you've been in the desert all night.
Yeah, I never knew that. I didn't even know how that
I didn't know it
worked
had any
either.
kind of a reservoir or anything on it either. But that's fascinating. That in all these years TJ's had it, he's never run it dry, and Meredith runs hers dry every night.
Yeah, probably not built for 12 hours of sleep. Get an extra large tank or something. Get a bigger tank.
Yeah, like a
A
drum.
fish tank. Yeah.
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Happy Valentine's Day. I'm not the first to say it, but I love Valentine's Day. Probably my second favorite holiday. Love Valentine's Day. Always have. But a lot of people don't know St. Valentine. This is the day of his death. I mean, they beheaded him because he was a priest or a bishop, and he was serving prosecuted Christians in the years after Jesus' death. So it's actually the day of his death, and they beheaded him. They were not kind to old Saint Valentine. So
Do they celebrate Valentine's Day in your home country of El Salvador?
Yeah, el día de San Valentín.
Okay, because there are a lot of Catholics in the Hispanic countries, so they do. Say it again.
El día de San Valentín.
Oh, and it works the same way on the same day that we have it.
Yeah.
That normal people have it.
Yeah.
Same one.
They make pupusas in heart shapes.
Yeah, that's cute. Oh, I
No,
love
I'm just
that.
kidding.
Oh, I love that.
That's
Some
what I say.
heart-shaped papuzas.
Love Valentine's.
Every menu at every restaurant in El Salvador is pretty short. Veggie pupusas and meat pupusas.
No.
Exactly. People were really upset yesterday because Mattel has decided to reboot the Barney franchise. That's what he's going to look like now, Barney the purple dinosaur. And he's getting a new animated series. He's getting a movie. He's getting new toys, all new merch. And they updated Barney's look and made him more
slim.
modern. He's
Yeah.
a little slimmer, a little happier looking, not as creepy as that puppet felt material that Barney used to live inside. But people were not happy. They said it ruining childhood, blah, blah, blah.
Oh,
blah,
you're
blah.
not. First off, you're an adult now, so it doesn't ruin your childhood.
Yeah,
And
I
second
mean-
off, it's the little kids that see it for the first time won't know the difference.
Yeah. He will debut globally in 2024. So,
Here's the thing that's interesting to me. My daughter liked Barney for a year or so when she was little. My son never did. But even in its day, Barney was politically correct. So can you imagine how woke this one's going to be
really?
coming back in 2023?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Barney was the original.
Well, it
woke
was on
dinosaur?
PBS. It's a government-controlled cable system and
Right.
broadcast system. So yeah, I mean,
I didn't know that.
but it wasn't offensive political correctness like a lot of the shows are and everything. When they just go overboard with it in an effort to not offend one group, they offend somebody else.
Yeah.
It wasn't like that. So that's what I'm saying. This one it's going to be, I think, shocking how woke it's going to be.
Oh my God! Of course it will be. Of course.
I can't believe it's not Bernadette, the dinosaur now.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Barney could go either way. I mean, could be a. I think that's where Selena Gomez got her start.
Yeah, that's
too.
what I
Wasn't
was saying.
she a-
She's coming back for this.
Is she really?
No, I just knew that.
What a comeback. And then Fox has announced yesterday that the Super Bowl drew an average of 113 million viewers.
Wow.
Across TV. And Rihanna's halftime show drew even more viewers. I think they called it the second highest, most viewed Super Bowl halftime show ever. Now, I've seen numbers differ on the Super Bowl halftime show because they say J-Lo and Shakira did like 240 million views based on streaming and TV. But then some people say Katy Perry had the highest viewed one ever. So I'm not really sure how the numbers work out. The fact is, a lot of people watched it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
and
was watched
listen-
by a lot of people.
Listen to me now. I don't ever do this because I have a hard time, promoting things. But if you want to hear a top-notch analysis of the Super Bowl, go listen to TJ and Jody's House podcast from yesterday at my wife and her thoughts of the Super Bowl and Travis Kelce and Rihanna and the winning team, which she calls Kansas. Kansas won.
Kansas
He was
won.
like,
All right. She had
yeah,
a pretty
so-
funny reaction to Travis Kelce. That was pretty wild. She was pretty uncomfortable with that. Yeah, go check that out. That was quite a ride yesterday. And those are a few things that are now trending.
There is something that we have for today's edition of Delicious Audio that really there's not much for you to hear. But I promise you, you will think about it later in the day and maybe even be a little concerned about your own house after hearing this. Next.
The Ace and TJ show is now more audio at acetj.com and more video at acetj.tv. Hear and see the show anytime, how you want, when you want. This is the Ace and TJ show. Want to see your business on acetj.tv? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
Your little, don't call him my boyfriend, made a new friend yesterday. And he was all excited about it,
He
right?
was so excited. He sent me a text message.
And he doesn't have many friends here in North Carolina because he's from New York.
Yeah.
And all of his friends are there. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So he texted me yesterday and he's like, hey, I made a new friend. So I called him because I was like, it better not be a woman friend. I don't like that. So I need clarification.
Okay.
So I called him. He's like, yeah. He was like, I was at the grocery store and this guy just came up to me and asked me if I played sports. And he was like, we got to talking and he works here in Charlotte and we exchanged numbers and blah, blah, blah. So I was not trying to ruin his excitement or his fun, but I said, is that how guys make friends? I was like, do they just go up to random guys at the grocery store and just start conversation and ask them, hey, do you play sports? And he's like, I don't know, I guess. I'm like, I don't know, babe. I was like, I think that he might be interested in something else.
Like he may have been flirting with him.
Yeah.
And, like,
Do you play sports?
Yeah, who says that, right?
Well,
y'all,
I mean, it's
y'all
like,
don't do
you know.
that?
Well, I've told guys in stores and all before I've come to them and said, hey, wow, you've got the body of an athlete. So it's kind of the same thing.
It's a little strange to me.
Here's my question, though. Do you play sports? I would think would normally need to hey, we're looking for... Yeah, we're trying to pick up one more player for our softball team or for our basketball team or something. But that didn't follow. It was just the opening line was, "Do you play sports?"
Yeah, I don't know if the guy has some type of league or whatever the case was, but that's still weird to me.
But you said that guy that approached him is an athlete. He played college football.
He played college football, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But still, would you go up to a guy and just be like, hey, do you play? I don't know. That just seems odd
No,
to me.
that wouldn't be my first thing that I would say to someone that I saw as a stranger in the store.
And at the grocery store, out of all places.
Very true. Very true.
I would get it if it was like at a sporting store.
So you didn't tell him any of this?
I did. I said all of it to him, and he told me I ruined everything.
Yeah, which is what you tell me all the time.
I wonder where he got that from.
Look at the twist that took place there.
And I told him, I said, listen, I'm just trying to make sure that you're okay. Like, you're good.
Yeah,
like,
so
you know what's going on.
If he were at Academy Sporting Goods or something and he's overlooking at the golf clubs and all, that could be hey, you play golf?
Yeah.
How often do you play? But I don't get out there like I used to. I got a baby now, and my wife's on to me about being gone too much, whatever. That kind of thing could strike up a conversation. But just walking up to somebody in the produce section,
That's what I'm thinking.
Hey, wow.
That's where I imagined it in my head. It happened.
You look very, very fit and coordinated.
Mm-hmm. And if he was wearing those little joggers that he wears, I don't know.
All right, so
that does seem odd for there not to have been a follow-up of, so we're looking for a guy to play on our softball team if you're interested, kind of thing. That I would totally understand, because you see a guy and think, I bet that guy's good. You just want the best players.
Yeah, but he was so, he sounds so deflated after I just ruined this thing for him.
But he doesn't need to have it ruined. Let him find out. The guy may be just a normal guy. It may just be the way he starts conversations with people.
I don't know.
What do you think, Riggins?
I think it's totally normal.
Really?
Yeah, at 100%.
I wouldn't go up to a girl and be like, hey, and I don't know. I just wouldn't do that.
I don't know.
Women go up to each other and say things like, "Oh my girl, I love your hair," or that top you're wearing is so cute. Where did you get that? I mean, strangers who are women will say that kind of stuff to each other, and that's pretty much the same kind of thing. It's like he just approached him about some man thing about sports.
I don't think that is that common at all. I don't think that's common at all. Just to walk up to some guy and go, "Hey, you play sports?"
Hey.
No,
and
it's
then just
not.
start a conversation with him. It seems weird to me.
It's not common, but I can see where maybe he's not used to approaching people and all that.
Mm.
So how are we going to find out? He's going to start the friendship with him and pursue it?
Well, I asked him yesterday because I had an event last night, and so after I left, I said, "Hey," I was like, "Did you text your friend yet? Have you guys texted yet?"
This is why guys can't have friends, because he makes a friend and she's like, "Gay!" It's like, okay.
That's a good point. That's a valid point, Rick.
Gay.
Yeah, and now she's mocking him. Doesn't even know.
Oh, is that your friend? Is that your boyfriend? Oh, you're going to make out? It's like, shut up. You haven't even you're like in your pajamas, like your hair's in a dirty bun. He's like, yeah, because I'm tired of hanging out with you. I got to make like an actual friend. I'm thrilled. Get away from you. You got like Cheeto dust on your fingers. Is that your boyfriend? Shut up.
Go hang out with your friend.
So,
How's your friend doing?
Yeah.
How you doing?
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
This lady is a mom, and she say that she thinks there should be kid-free movie theaters. No kids in the movie theaters.
Not bad.
And she said it doesn't matter what the movie is. Like, even if adults, like, Rob wants to go see an animated movie or something, there should not be kids allowed into it. You could go with that, couldn't you, Rob? You don't like kids?
No, I do not.
He just admits it. No, I do not. I do not like children.
And you know why it is? I think I figured out why Rob doesn't like children.
Why?
Is because they are, with the things that they find fun and entertaining and all, they are his peers, and he doesn't play well with others, and so that's why he doesn't like children, because he's not good at sharing. Like, he wants all the comic book movies to himself. He wants all of the animated T-shirts to himself. He doesn't want any of the other little kids having them.
It's an interesting point.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they're ruining everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kids are crowding his world because they like the same things.
How dare they?
It would seem like everywhere Rob would go for some fun, he would run into a bunch of kids that he doesn't want to be around, because everything he does is built for children.
It's very interesting.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So he lashes out.
I should be selling that lemonade, not you.
No. But he would want to sell it from inside the house.
Yeah.
And they have to leave it. He would leave it outside, like, come get it at this time.
Yeah, but leave the money.
Leave the money.
Right. On the honor system.
I think it's maybe because he's scared that when he's going into his world, which is a childlike world, that the other children are going to beat him up. You remember? Because he was scared to go outside to those 9-year-olds that were taunting him on the doorbell camera.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're afraid of physical violence from a 9-year-old, Rob?
I mean, because I can't hit him back. So
Oh, that's what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Rob, you
I'll
wouldn't
go
even
to
hit him.
jail if I hit him back. So I don't want
You
to
a
get
punk.
involved.
But think about how many tender moments of joyous tears Rob has probably had interrupted in one of his movies by some child yelling out or something.
Yeah.
The kid speaking out when Spider-Man is turning back into Tobey Maguire or whatever. It's rough. Now I understand him, and I get it. Yeah, I get it.
The kids are crying. He's crying. Like,
Exactly.
everybody's crying.
Yeah. And he's afraid they're going to get all the chicken tenders at the concession stand.
They're moving
All the
in on
nuggets.
everything that he loves. He just can't
Everything.
get away from them.
Mm-hmm. Everything.
The Ace and TJ Show is now your favorite radio and TV show in the morning. Stream us anywhere on our YouTube channel at Ace TJ.
All right, let this be the day that you take a little part of your life and treat yourself to some meat. Some of the best meat you're going to find anywhere at Omaha Steaks. Gourmet steaks, aged perfectly, tender, juicy, delicious. Go to omahasteaks.com and just peruse that website. It'll take you a while because they've got so much stuff. They've got side dishes, they've got chicken, and they've got gourmet burgers and hot dogs and desserts. They're all great, all delicious. And when you go to omahasteaks.com and you're ready to check out, use the promo code TJ to get $30 off your order because they're a sponsor of the sponsor of my Fend for Yourselves cooking show. So promo code TJ at checkout, get $30 off your order, and you can save up to 55%. That's more than half for all you math geniuses out there on customer favorites from Omaha Steaks. So whatever you want, you get it right there, the convenience of having it delivered to you, and it's all absolutely wonderfully delicious. omahasteaks.com, promo code TJ for $30 off at checkout. Minimum order may be required.
Today's delicious audio takes us to Thailand. Now, allow me to try to set the scene for you if you haven't seen this video, because it is shocking. There's a home in Thailand that has, when the video picks up, there are 2 pythons in the ceiling of the house. And they've cut a hole in the ceiling, and they have guys that are in there wearing hard hats and vests and everything, and they're trying to pull the pythons down out of the ceiling, trying to slide them to the hole. They've grasped a hold of them. And the entire family who lives in the house is standing behind these guys filming. Okay, so the pythons are in the ceiling, low ceiling, ceiling that looked to be about 7 feet tall, if that. And you'll know when it all goes wrong here. Yeah, that's what happens when the ceiling caves in and pythons come crashing down on top of people. It is wild. And these things are huge. And they're hanging out of the ceiling of this house. And now the entire ceiling is caved in, and they're just hanging down into the living room of this house.
Yeah, and, I'm always Mr. Brightside of things. At least they're not rattlesnakes.
Yeah, I guess that.
There's always a better way.
You're right.
Where's their guns at so I can shoot them?
And my thought was, I was watching that this morning. Tech D Rob was in here watching it over my shoulder. When it happened, I heard Rob go, oh, and we had a discussion. I don't know if I could ever go back into that house. I go in and you have to repair the ceiling because now your ceiling is caved in. But I think I would always wonder, they
had laid eggs.
Are there baby pythons?
Baby pythons up
no matter
there.
how much they go and check that, it's like, ugh. That would completely freak me out. It's wild. If you haven't seen the video.
I don't like that. Not one bit.
You got a tourist attraction after that.
And,
Come see the
I'm burning
snakes.
the whole house down. Are you kidding me?
I hear you.
Looks like one of them got an alligator in it. It's fat.
Yeah, there's one of them's huge.
Look at that fatty python.
They're going up and down the wall of the house. It's crazy. Okay, this is going to be a little tip.
Whoa.
If you're a relatively new parent, I saw this morning, listen to it. I think it's super sweet, but it reminds me of something, of a tip that I like to give parents if you have kids that are little. This is an Ohio woman who gave her grandfather a special gift. He has advanced Parkinson's, and it's a sound box containing a recording of him saying, I love you, because he can't say it on his own any longer. Her name is Megan. Check this out.
I love you, Megan. Bye.
You can always say I love you.
I love you, Megan. Bye.
And when you watch the video, he really loves it. It's super sweet.
A little narcissistic, though, I think, on her part. Because he can't use it to say I love you to anybody but her.
That's right. That is right.
Yeah.
How many recordings did she have of him just saying I love you? But she had to put her name in it. So now he can't say I love you to anybody but her.
So
She need to go to the hospital.
here's my little parent tip that I think if you've got little kids, I happen to do this accidentally, but I have on my phone, on my voicemail, a voicemail message from my daughter when she was 5 or 6. and one from my son when he was probably 4. And I've saved them. I mean, you know, Peyton would be almost 24 years old now. Kate's 20, about to be 21 in September. But they are the first 2 voicemails on my phone. And it's one from my daughter. We were out of town on a radio trip, and she called to tell me that they won their game that day when she was being a cheerleader for a football team. And it's just her going, hey, Dad, we won our game. Love you, bye. Aww. And then the one from Cade is when it was snowing. He was calling to tell me it was snowing. And it just says, you know, hey, Dad. He had a little speech impediment. He said, hey, Dad, it's snowing outside. Love
so
you.
Cute.
Yeah, and they're the first, and I don't have a way to play them for you. I would let you hear them. But they're the first 2 messages on my phone. I've saved them all these years. And it's just like a little thing to just, I think it's awesome if you're a parent, save those because they're fantastic to have, especially as they get older.
Yeah.
My mom would be like, stop calling me. Stop calling me too much.
My kids still talk that way.
Your mom's like, why are you filling up my voicemail?
Right.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Yeah, if you don't know, she actually did tell you called her like twice in a week, and she told you.
Yeah, I can't call her more than 3 times in 1 week. She'll say something.
So what's interesting with today being Valentine's Day, there are some things that are seen as universally romantic. Yet many people say, that's not romantic to me. Next.
The Ace and TJ Show 5G app is sponsored by Papa John's. Order now on our app, the Papa John's app, or papajohns.com. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world changed. 18 years ago today. You didn't even know it when it happened, but you do now because it's affecting what you were doing at this very moment. We'll give you the details next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 18 years ago today, February 14th, 2005. YouTube was quietly launched from San Bruno, California, created by 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. Google bought it in November of 2006, just over a year later, for $1.65 billion. By the way, Jawed was the one who first uploaded the very first video to YouTube, me at the zoo. After viewing it, it's hard to believe that he's a YouTube genius, but he is. He did make $66 million from YouTube's sale to Google. That's today in history.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
You need anything involving real estate, then you need our friends. When I say friends, I mean good friends. The Temple team at Keller Williams Realty. We've been friends with them for a long time, and we've done business with them for a long time. We never paid attention to that whole don't mix business and friendships, because we do that. We mixed it all up. And everything has always been great when using the Temple team. Whether you're looking to buy or sell property, including houses, it's more than just a real estate company, the Temple team. They also do marketing and staging and branding, all that kind of stuff to give you the best shot at selling your house. And then when it comes to buying a house, they're with you all the way through the process, and they're there to catch things that you may not catch when you're buying a house. I know they caught a lot of stuff every time I've bought a house that I wouldn't have seen in there had Kelly from the Temple team not been with us, because I don't pay attention. I don't pay attention. What, Rick?
Well, Mouse could have noticed something you wouldn't have noticed.
I know. But the Temple team at Keller Williams Realty, they are the best. So go to acetj.com/Temple team to find them.
So it's Valentine's Day. A little round of Valentine's Day Would You Rather. Our website conducted this Valentine's Day themed Would You Rather game, and thousands of people weighed in. All right, so here we go. Valentine's Day Would You Rather. Snack on candy hearts or Valentine's themed M&Ms?
M&Ms.
Yeah.
Candy hearts.
79% of the vote went to M&Ms. Would you rather go out for a fancy dinner or stay in and order pizza?
Ooh.
Pizza.
Yeah, pizza for me every time.
Yeah.
Yeah, pizza.
You want pizza, Alexis?
Because I don't ever get to be in.
Yeah, 54% of the people voted for pizza. Watch a romantic comedy from 20 years ago that you've seen a million times and love, or watch a newer rom-com you've never seen before.
Old movie.
Old romantic movie.
You said new,
I say
TJ?
new, yeah.
Like 66% of the people said reliving a classic.
Yeah, because millennials always, that's the most important thing to millennials is nostalgia.
Yeah. Well,
you know
it's good.
Huh?
You know it's going to be
but
good.
I'm just saying that's part of y'all's generation, the nostalgia.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather go on a date with someone new on Valentine's Day or make Valentine's plans with an ex?
Ew, never.
What is that?
Yeah, 84% of people said go on a date with someone
Why
new.
would you want that?
I would want an ex. Well, I mean, if she hadn't gotten ugly.
Why?
Yeah.
Sure thing, man.
Oh, I get it.
Valentine's Day, would
it
you
would
rather?
All be a sure thing for me.
Valentine's Day, would you rather indulge in chocolate-covered strawberries or a tin of gourmet popcorn?
Oh, popcorn.
Strawberries. I
Really?
love chocolate-covered strawberries.
I think they're overrated.
Yeah, they're cliche.
Yes. 73% said chocolate-covered strawberries, but I'm going popcorn all the way on that deal.
I think the chocolate-covered strawberries are cliche unless they're wanting us to do advertisements for them.
Yeah, then they're amazing.
Yeah, then they're the best.
I like them from the beginning. Just let's note that.
Go to a movie in theaters or stream a movie at home on the couch?
On the couch.
Theater.
Riggins?
I go couch.
71% said they would prefer staying at home on the couch. And receive a homemade gift from your Valentine or a lavish gift from your Valentine.
Lavish.
Yeah, lavish.
Yeah.
My wife.
We can do arts and crafts another day.
Yeah.
68% of people said something homemade.
They lying.
Yeah, they're lying, obviously.
See, we don't care what people think of us, so we can answer it honestly.
Yeah, give me a break.
That's a good point.
Just you and us. This is ACTJ 5G. Thanks for watching ACTJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because two far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it means.
Faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Are they pooping on themselves?
Yeah, they're like,
it's not.
no.
Really
What
bad.
are you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older. Because
no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me,
So it's Valentine's Day today. I found this interesting. 1 in 4 people expect their Valentine to spend $0 on them this year.
I'm in that category.
Yeah. And only 9% said they expect them to spend more than $100.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, Ace, I have an answer for your question from yesterday. Yes, I am expected to do the heart-shaped pancakes and breakfast for dinner tonight on the Valentine's tradition.
It's cute.
It's cute.
But they taste like normal pancake.
It tastes like love.
Okay.
That's right.
But they're shaped like pig hearts.
Yeah. 35% of people said they expect their Valentine to spend under $50. and 30% said between $50 and $100. And again, 26% of people were like, I don't expect my Valentine to spend any money on me this year.
I think that's fine too. Not spending a ton of money and spending no money. Yeah. I don't care.
Are they saying it like I'm sad because my Valentine won't spend anything on me, won't even think of me on Valentine's Day? Or are they saying, no, we don't spend money on Valentine's
But
Day?
it sounds like this is specifically about gifts.
Yeah.
Like they don't count if you go to dinner. They don't count that. And a lot of people, according to the survey, did point out the economy. It said, things are not great economically right now, so they don't spend any money. That's fine. So they may have said, hey, they're not going to spend any money on me, but they may be going out to a nice dinner that would cost them over $100 anyway. You know what I mean?
Spending all your money on me.
Don't start.
So here's the thing, though. It's interesting what people find romantic. Like a homemade gift, some people find that to be super romantic. Other people think, no, that's not even in the ballpark of being romantic. That's just dumb. So, there are a lot of things that people find, most people find romantic. And you'll always find somebody's like, not so much. Like food in bed, I think can be kind of romantic. I know y'all can't stand it. I'm the only person on the show that. Well, Rob, do you have you have food in bed, right?
I never do.
Never. Okay, so I'm the only person that would eat in bed, like breakfast in bed or serving someone breakfast in bed. Yeah. None of y'all would be into that at all. Okay, see, I think that's a pretty
too many crumbs.
Romantic thing. Well, if you're not a slob, it can be okay.
I don't want crumbs in my butt.
Romantic with bed head and stuff.
So
you got eye boogies.
But what is
trying to eat some ribs in the bed?
What is a romantic activity that most people think? Most people think it's romantic, but not you. Like breakfast in bed.
Yeah.
A heart-shaped box of chocolates.
Yeah.
A carved swan into an apple.
An apple into a swan.
Do most people think that's romantic?
I don't know. Do they?
Yeah, I think they would.
You think they would?
Yeah, not that that's the only gift, and it's coming from, like in Alexis's situation, a guy that who had proven that he was just lazy when it came to doing nice things for her.
And it was my apple. Couldn't even go get the apple.
He gonna take my apple.
Right.
I'm going to eat the apple.
So is there anything else?
This ain't your canvas.
But is there anything else that immediately comes to mind for anybody on the show that everybody thinks it's romantic except you?
Well, kind of. I think a romantic walk around the lake with your lover, your special one, is so romantic. Unless you're Rob and his belt breaks, and he had to waddle back to the car, and now he carries an emergency belt. So it's romantic unless you're Rob, maybe.
And I couldn't even find my emergency belt the other day.
The rose petals all over the place, whether it be leading to the bedroom or on the bed or in the bathtub.
Yeah,
I think that's dumb.
Because I always think about the cleanup. You're gonna have to clean that up. It's gonna be annoying.
Yeah.
Who wants wet flowers on them?
Yeah. And I don't want champagne with strawberries in it.
I'm the same way with
Really?
think about whipped cream and all that.
Yeah.
Wait, so champagne with strawberries, you're not into that, Alexis?
No.
Okay.
Not my thing.
That's a
Give me
good
a
example.
tequila shot. That's romantic.
That's a romantic girl right there. The always loving.
I'll get romantic after that.
Okay, so it's not romantic to me. What is something that everybody else seems to think is romantic, and you admit, not at all to me? But tell us why. What is it about this that doesn't make it romantic to you? At the Ace TJ Show and all of our social medias. We'll get to them next.
The Week in Review is sponsored by Calotren. Go to acetj.com/weight loss to find out more about Calotren.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great.
Honestly, didn't care who won. I mean, I really. I think
did.
Baby Jalen is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And
we call him Baby
Jalen. He's so cute. But I like Kansas
City.
Kansas City. But that one player aggravated me at the end.
Travis Kelce.
Who's screaming in the camera. None of you said we were going to win. None of you. Bleh. And then as he does it, boogies are coming down.
Really?
Little snotty boogies. He had to take his towel and do that. I almost threw up. Because I was going, wipe your bugs. And then finally, he did.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, I saw the bugs. Yeah.
I wonder if women would have still found him attractive if he'd have done the whole "Hey baby girl, how you doing?" with the boogies coming out of his nose.
Probably. He's the one. The other day, there was a clip going around of him, and he does a podcast. I know, but I'm telling the listeners what Todd's talking about. And he was doing a podcast with his brother, who plays for Philadelphia.
Love him.
And his Travis's niece came on and said, "Hi, Uncle Travie." Real cute voice, 3 or 4, I don't know. She is. And he goes, "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?" Which is the way he talks, and it sounded so creepy. But everybody else was like, "Oh, that's sexy. It's sexy." Like, oh, he's talking to his little niece like he would somebody he's trying to pick up in a club. "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?"
He's something.
"How you doing?"
And then he was at the end. He was getting the crowd all hyped up. I see. He's personality.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, baby girl.
Stop.
You know what? You married a man who's all personality.
That's creepy. Don't. I can tell you're just waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, baby girl.
Ugh.
I'm waiting for you to get out that sexy Polaroid hoodie you wearing.
God, you're weird.
So,
Oh, stop.
you going to get your hair did today, baby girl? Put that, look, tell her to charge me for that. Let me take care of that for you.
Ugh.
Trying to get your hair done. I'm going to take care of that for you.
Stop. You're so weird. Quit looking at me like that.
You,
God.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Prepare yourselves. The next Ace and TJ live event is just over a week away. Thursday night, the 23rd. H2 Public House in Cornelius. That's in the John Village Shops. Ace and TJ's Share Funny Live. Get ready. The Evite will go out Thursday for anybody who wants to be a part of this great event. Now, it's free, but you got to be part of the Share Funny family. acetj.com/SFF is where you go to get signed up for the Share Funny family. This is all made possible. All of our live shows made possible by Atlantic Bay Mortgage. Let them give you lending peace of mind, whether you're doing a mortgage, a refi, a cash out refi. Tammy and Curtis at Atlantic Bay Mortgage can make it so much easier for you. Just go to acetj.com/AB to find out about all their great programs and how they can save you a lot of money. acetj.com/AB for Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
There's a crazy story out of Minnesota. A guy named Jared Allen Yost. He works for a landscaping company in Minnesota, and he was working one day and he sees this little stray kitten. It's tiny. He goes, "I'm gonna rescue this cat. Like I'm gonna do something good for the day." And it is the cutest little thing I've ever seen. So he brings it home to his family. He tells his wife, like, "Hey, look what I found on the job site today." And they start nursing it back to health, like feeding it with a bottle. But that night, they heard an unusual sound, and it wasn't like he said it was purring when he got it home, but in the middle of the night, it sounded like. He went, "That's weird." So he brings it to the vet the next day to make sure it's got all its shots. And the vet tells him, "You don't have a stray cat. You don't have a house cat. You have a bobcat.
I love bobcats.
You have a baby kitten bobcat, whatever you want to call them. Mm-hmm. White triangles on the back of the ears, these huge paws, and markings on the nose. All the signs. Because it does. I mean, I'm telling you, it just looks like a little. I mean, here, I'll show you a picture. Looks like a little kitten.
That looks like a bobcat kitten to me.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that I would know a bobcat kitten from a regular kitten.
Yeah, I would know that. I would know that's a wildcat. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he said in retrospect, looking at the paws that were big, but it was purring, and it was feeding with the body. You just immediately assume that a bobcat's going to be super aggressive, but I guess not when it's a kitten.
So then he has to turn it loose at that point, right?
It can't live without its mama or something.
They took it to a rehab, like a wildlife rehab facility.
And they'll fatten them up and
eat
them.
And
I
what?
will not eat him.
No.
And eat him?
I'm sorry.
Eat a bobcat? I mean, I guess you could. Yeah, I mean, anything could be edible.
So
If you're
How long
determined enough.
you've been up on that mountain?
Maybe.
Ace TJ 5G.
Carrying a bunch of
$10,000 could be yours if it could change your life. Here's what you do. Go to acetj.com/first. That's acetj.com/first. It's called the first quarter of the rest of your life. Through our charity, Peyton's Promise, we are going to give someone $10,000, provided that money will change your life. So you go fill out that form there. Please don't send us another message about how it would happen or anything like that, because we have to have the information that's included in this form. So acetj.com/first. It's also pinned at the top of all of our social media. It's the first quarter of the rest of your life, how you can win $10,000 from our charity, Peyton's Promise. So Valentine's Day, it's all about romance, but what are some things that most people find romantic that you do not? A great one from our YouTube. If you want to watch the show on YouTube, it's on our YouTube channel, acetjtv. But Emily said, someone waking me up to watch the sunrise. No, thank you. Let me sleep.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But the romantic watching of the sunrise, you don't want to?
I would rather watch a sunset than a sunrise. I mean, can we wait till we're both awake? And
let's see. Rachel said, picnics on the beach. Nothing is sexier than chewing sandpaper mixed with chocolate-covered strawberries.
Yeah, that's gross.
Carrie said, stuffed animals. What adult wants them? Not me. It's a child's toy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Are stuffed animals still seen as being romantic? Well, I guess if you got flowers or whatever, and you had like the little heart bear holding a heart thing that says, "Be my Valentine."
Be kind of cute. I don't know about romantic.
Yeah.
I think hot tubs.
Oh, good one.
Some people think that's romantic. I don't.
Or as TJ's always referred to them as a human petri dish.
Yeah, I mean, just so gross.
Mm-hmm. Massage, couples massages.
You don't think a couple's massage can be romantic, TJ?
No. Because usually romance doesn't include other people in the room that you don't know.
Yeah, but I mean, it's a very relaxing way to start the day.
I don't know. It's
in the day.
It's I don't know. It's kind of pornographic to a certain extent.
The couple's massage?
Yeah.
What in the
it's
world?
Just like an amateur porn set.
What are you talking about? How is that? What way?
That's what it reminds me of. Everybody's naked and oily, and you got strangers in the room in uniforms.
Keep talking.
Sheila says flowers. That takes no thought.
Moaning.
And Brandy said rose petals everywhere and a bubble bath. First of all, who's cleaning that up? Second of all, I hate a bath.
And especially a bubble bath. How do you get that rinsed off of you? You got to get in the shower to get the bubbles rinsed off of you.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just go with it because it's it's fun and exciting.
Yeah.
And caring and loving and meant well.
And again, I always have to say this. If my wife were that way and she cared about all that stuff, I would gladly do it. But thank God she isn't into that kind of thing. Because then I don't have to suffer through it.
And on YouTube, Carl said, going to an overcrowded restaurant like everyone else in your town. Find a low-key spot or make dinner.
Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one.
I just don't like the melodrama of romance. Sometimes it comes off that way, like you're just like acting a part, like something you've seen in a movie or something, and not a good one.
Right.
Yeah. Like the roses in the trail of rosebuds to the bed and the bathtub and all of that.
Sometimes
it's not original, though.
It's just the effort.
Yeah, I get it.
You went to the effort to make this person
you went to the effort, but you didn't think of anything original. You got to go with something you've seen in a movie or something 1,000 times.
I think about when Kanye got Kim for Valentine's Day a few years ago.
Kenny G 5 years ago today.
That's cool.
He filled up the living room with all these little vases with roses in it. And I thought, how are they going to get Kenny out of there? He's stuck in the back corner. And now the entire floor is covered in vases with roses in them. Kenny! Kenny, you're stuck. But yeah, that was like super romantic, right?
Sure.
Uh-huh. Because it's original. Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah, if you can afford to have Kenny G come to your house and play.
It's amazing.
You got to know the right people, I'm sure.
Yeah.
I can afford Kenny, but not with the G.
Not with the G.
Old Kenny.
Old buddy Kenny down there works at Lowe's. He come do it.
He can play a recorder like nobody's business.
He still got a trumpet from high school.
He's playing the Titanic theme song.
That's all he remembers. All I can do is play what I remember, man. I'm sorry.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
We are celebrating the Day of Love, but a lot of things are going on. We'll get to it. Now trending, coming up next.
Ace and TJ. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world changed. 18 years ago today. You didn't even know it when it happened, but you do now, because it's affecting what you were doing at this very moment. We'll give you the details next.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in their house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 18 years ago today, February 14th, 2005. YouTube was quietly launched from San Bruno, California, created by 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. Google bought it in November of 2006, just over a year later, for $1.65 billion. By the way, Jawed was the one who first uploaded the very first video to YouTube, Me at the Zoo. After viewing it, it's hard to believe that he's a YouTube genius, but he is. He did make $66 million from YouTube's sale to Google. That's Today in History.
stepping on the field to get some. On the real, we appear to get gone. Victory is ours, bring the chip home. Galactic, and I'm looking to get more. Raise it up, seen but you don't know. Running like the blood, pumping from the pressure of adrenaline rush. We crush whatever we touch. Where you been, yo? Everyone know. And if you still don't get it, let it chill for a minute. Time is money, and trust me, man, I'm on business. And if you want something done, do yourself to get it finished. Wake up, victory's mine. On top, still on the grind. Gotta go get it right now. Holla at me with me. It's time.
I think the stars above, I know that we're gonna make it.
It'll take over doubt, we gon' make it. Show the world that I shine in our greatness. Keep it real.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. On the radio, this is Ace TJ 5G.
A Lake Norman Currents magazine has been serving the Lake Norman area for over 15 years. If you want to know what's happening in and around Lake Norman, just pick up your copy today or check them out online, lncurrents.com. That's lncurrents.com.
This is my favorite can-do story of the day. You need some inspiration? You feel like your life may be in some sort of a rut and you need something to get you moving and give you the right outlook on life, a can-do spirit, then you need to look no farther than TikTok person Kiana. Kiana has decided that she is going to become or has become a power lifter. Now, she's not to the level yet where she's throwing hundreds of pounds up, you know, in a clean and jerk, you know. However, she's lifting a 45 pound barbell and a full size table. You know, you got to start somewhere. But the thing that makes her so special is she is lifting them with her boobs.
Wait.
Because she is abundantly buxom. And so, like with the table, there are pictures where she will put the table on its side and she goes down and lifts her ample bosom. And then the ample bosom falls down with the side of the table underneath. And then she stands up and can hold the table up with the weight of her ample bosom. What? Same with a 45 pound barbell. She puts the barbell underneath her bosom and
can pick it
and then
up.
Lifts it up. Yeah. I think that is, I mean, you talk about somebody who said, I'm not just going to sit around here and just let myself go to waste not doing something important in life. What, Riggins?
That's incredible. So
I know.
hot.
So basically the weight of her breasts is enough to hold that much weight of the objects in place and steady for her to stand up and hold. So there's no strength to it other than her back being able to stand up with it. But the weight of her bosom is what keeps it in place.
How much do her boobs weigh? Did it say? They've got to be four.
Yeah.
If she's lifting 45 pounds with them,
Mhm.
that's incredible.
Yeah. But that, you know, finding that out would be the kind of powerlifting I want to do. I want to see how much them boobs weigh.
Them Atlas.
Ace TJ 5G.
Riggins Weekend Review song. You know, we hear us talk about it all the time. If you haven't heard it yourself, then you really been under a rock or something. It's sponsored by Calitrin. If you need help losing weight, today is the day you get that help when you order Calitrin at acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Congratulations to Rihanna. She was the most streamed artist on Spotify yesterday. I don't know why. Did she do something? Was she in the news? That's right. Yeah. People decided to go check out some Rihanna music. Maybe they had, she had her moment a couple years ago, and now she's back and better than ever.
Well, my favorite TikTok yesterday was a guy that was talking about you can hang up any talk of a Rihanna tour now. Because
it seems that way.
Pregnant, you're going to put that off for at least a year.
Seems that way.
Yeah, which means there's probably no new music coming from her either, which will put her going into year 7 without putting out anything new.
She's been putting out something. Is she pregnant again? But is she better than ever? I know she's back in the public eye, but you say is she better than ever? Is she better than ever, Riggins? Is that an honest statement?
Is she better than ever? I don't know.
No.
She's more successful than ever.
That's true.
She's making a lot of money off the makeup.
Mm-hmm. So I'm talking about the performances and all that.
I thought it was...
because there was a time when she was the number one, woman singer in all of the world.
Yeah. It's the most...
she's great, but not better than ever, I wouldn't think.
Maybe not. It's the most memorable Rihanna performance I've ever seen. I don't recall her ever blowing me away with a performance of hers. I'm trying to think. I like Rihanna.
Yeah.
I think it'll go down as one of her best performances.
The more I heard about it yesterday, the more people were saying that, like Ace, you said it was just kind of, it was, whatever. But I heard people talking about it was bad. It was cringy.
Hardly. It's hardly cringy.
Well, I didn't see it, so I don't know.
You didn't see any of it?
No.
And I saw people saying it was the worst lip sync ever. And I thought, what? You're nuts. It was not. It was hardly a bad lip sync either.
There were some. I thought there were some bad lip sync spots in that.
Really?
Yeah. There was a couple of times her head was even turned like away from the mic, and you could clearly hear her voice singing, and her lips weren't even moving.
I missed all that.
Yeah, they were. I thought they were brief, and I thought calling it the worst lip sync ever was an overstatement. But there were a couple of spots in there. Yeah.
But I love Rihanna music. I love Rihanna performing, watching her perform. Don't like Rihanna's personality. I know that there had been a time when she refused to perform at the Super Bowl because she was standing on a political stump that I don't like. Now I guess it's okay. But I didn't see any of it to be able to, and I'm not just, what I'm saying is I'm not just like, oh, Rihanna sucks. Because I really do like her music. I think she's great.
Yeah, I thought it was far from bad.
She's just a sourpuss. Yeah. Old sourpuss is what she is.
Yeah.
Would you throw tomatoes at her?
No, it wasn't bad. I mean, it wasn't bad at all. It was a good show. It was just an average,
Boo! I mean,
not a pregnant lady.
How about a smile?
It's tough crap, but that's what we get to do. We get to offer our opinions up. But she's not the only person making news in music. Miley Cyrus, her song "Flowers" has now surpassed "Wrecking Ball" as her longest-reigning #1 hit on the Billboard Hot 100.
It's a good song.
Mm-hmm,
I said, it's been a long time since she had a #1, so this is awesome. And the album comes out in March. It's called Endless Summer Vacation, I think. So hopefully, just in time for summer, give it some good pop music.
Yep.
Love all that. So congratulations to Miley. This weekend is going to be big if you're going to the movies because it's the Ant-Man and the Wasp Quantumania, the next Marvel movie. I know Rob very excited about this one. The Paul Rudd vehicle.
Is this one of those, Rob, where you've already purchased your tickets for Friday?
I'm going to see it Thursday night with Meredith and then Friday morning after the show.
Yeah, he bought them weeks ago and put it on our show calendar.
Like an official calendar. Popped up on the calendar there. Yeah.
I'll be glad when it does happen because I have the poor man's Hulu. And about every 5 minutes in the show that I'm watching, they show the promo for coming, whatever day, the Ant-Man and Wasp.
And you got to hear that
spray.
Goodbye Yellow Brick Road version in the trailer.
No, it's just that I don't have to win. We just both have to lose. Paul Rudd trying to act like a serious actor and stuff. Wow. I mean, it's just you watch Poor Man's Hulu. It's the same promos and all over and over.
I do love Paul Rudd though. I think Paul Rudd's great.
So back to back, Thursday and Friday. Happy Valentine's Day, Meredith. I mean, lucky girl. Today is Valentine's Day, so happy Valentine's Day. It is the top trending topic. Love today. So those are a few things that are now trending.
Well, it's good we could put that all behind us now. We're going to find out who in the Ace and TJ radio, podcast, video, TV family has had to put the most behind you to get to the happiness with someone that you experience here today on Valentine's Day 2023 of our Lord. This could be fun and uplifting and inspirational, or just completely psychotic. However you want to look at it. Coming up next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Is that bacon?
Oh, good morning, sunshine. How'd you sleep on your Sweet Dreams mattress?
Fresh baked cinnamon rolls?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't actually come to your house without your prior consent, and we would never let ourselves in. What you have just witnessed is simply a dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Y'all making fun of me.
Quit yucking her yum.
Making fun of you? All I said was you had little hands. Do you not have little hands that require little pens with Spanish words on them?
I always like the people who, throw the most barbs at everybody to say, why y'all always treat me bad?
I'm not hating on y'all. I just laugh at the dumb things you guys say sometimes.
But that's what we're doing. Good point.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, you did. You did. You said hefe.
Why you me?
Why you me?
I on your laptop one time, but I wasn't going to say anything.
Ew.
These are the one-star strip club reviews. This is where we go across the country and read real strip club reviews from the internet. Just got a couple. We will start in Syracuse, New York, a place called Lookers. Tony left a one-star review. Moments after going in, I wanted to leave. I will say they have a really cool-looking stage. A couple of the girls were hot, but this is not a place where I am comfortable sitting down anywhere. One star.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. More show than you can get on the radio. This is Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, if you need anything done as far as videos for, an event such as a wedding, birthday, bar mitzvah, bat mitzvah, corporate events, or commercial video stuff done, then you would need the best, and that is the official video producer of the Ace and TJ Show, and that's Mr. Todd. Go to jtmedia.biz and see all his fine work. jtmedia.biz for Mr. Todd.
Mr. Todd does do some good work, quality work.
Yep, cleaning the house.
Earlier in the show, we were talking about the fact that Barney is going to be when is it going to be re-released? It's animated next year.
Yeah. Next year.
So Barney's coming back, and all these people are up in arms about it. And I can't think about Barney. My kids were never really into Barney. I took my daughter one time to see Barney live, and I was just angry. It was one of the biggest scams ever. You talk about a nothing happening show. No special effects, no lights, no nothing. It's just Barney on a stage by himself, and kids are freaking out and going crazy. Thousands of them anyway. But I will never forget, one of the first things that TJ and I did in radio once we created the Ace and TJ show a long time ago was participate in a telethon. And the telethon we hosted it, co-hosted along with some TV people. And they had a purple dinosaur that was coming out. And this was, in the 90s. Barney was huge. And I remember the TV guy telling people, okay, they had told us, don't say it's Barney. Don't say Barney on TV. We were like, okay, no problem.
Copyright stuff.
Yeah. Because it wasn't Barney. Did they give it a name, TJ?
Bernie.
Stop it. It was not Bernie.
And TJ and I are standing off to the side next to each other watching, and the TV guy, whose name was Steve, says, okay, kids, we've got somebody special here. Who's this? Well, a purple dinosaur walks out, and all the kids on live TV start screaming, Barney! And he's trying to go, no, this is Bernie. And the kids are screaming, no, it's Barney. It's like,
how would the kids know it's supposed to be a Bernie?
No, it's Bernie. It's Bernie.
What a dummy.
And we were just sitting there thinking, why would you ask these kids? And they're trying to shout him, no, his name is Barney. And he's trying to argue with them, no, it's Bernie. Meanwhile, the guy that was producing the whole thing is like, what? Why would you do that? What is happening right now?
Oh, the TV people.
Ace TJ 5G.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great.
Honestly, didn't care who won. I mean,
Yeah.
I really. I think
did.
Baby Jalen is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we call him Baby
Baby Jalen. He's so cute. But I like Kansas
City.
Kansas City. But that one player aggravated me at the end.
Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm. He was screaming in the camera. None of you said we were going to win. None of you. Bleh. And then as he does it, boogies are coming down.
Really?
Little snotty boogies. He had to take his towel and do that. I almost threw up. Because I was going, wipe your bugs. And then finally, he did.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, I saw the bugs. Yeah.
I wonder if women would have still found him attractive if he'd have done the whole "Hey baby girl, how you doing?" with the boogies coming out his nose.
Probably. He's the one. The other day, there was a clip going around of him, and he does a podcast. I know, but I'm telling the listeners what Todd's talking about. And he was doing the podcast with his brother, who plays for Philadelphia.
Love him.
And his Travis's niece came on and said, "Hi, Uncle Travie." Real cute voice, 3 or 4, I don't know. She is. And he goes, "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?" Which is the way he talks, and it sounded so creepy. But everybody else was like, "Oh, that's sexy. It's sexy." Like, oh, he's talking to his little niece like he would somebody he's trying to pick up in a club. "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?"
He's something.
"How you doing?"
And then he was at the end. He was getting the crowd all hyped up. I see. He's personality.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, baby girl.
Stop.
You know what? You married a man who's all personality.
That's creepy. Don't. I can tell you're just waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, baby girl.
Ugh.
I'm waiting for you to get out that sexy Polaroid hoodie you wearing.
God, you're weird.
So,
Oh, stop.
you going to get your hair did today, baby girl? Put that, look, tell her charge me for that. Let me take care of that for you.
Ugh.
trying to get your hair done. I'm gonna take care of that for you.
Stop. You're so weird. Quit looking at me like that.
You
God.
Go watch us on YouTube. It's called acetjtv on the YouTube. We're on it right now. And there are all kinds of other things. All of our, what do you call them, Riggins? Our video vehicles.
Our vehicle.
Our different vehicles are on there that you can watch. But please listen carefully, because this is one of those situations where it's only going to take one person to respond to this in a good way to make the whole thing worthwhile and give us all something to talk about for years to come. My name is TJ, and I love cop shows. I was the first person in U.S. America to really become a crime doc fan. And then some ladies found out about it, and then they took it over, and so forth and so on. But I also like fiction cop shows. And now with the streaming services and all, I can go back and watch shows that I didn't watch when they were a thing, when they were popular, because of work, times and things like that. I didn't get, for example, when the show The Shield was on FX every week, I didn't watch it because at that point in my life, I had a lot more stuff going on and I couldn't just watch TV at night. So I go back and watch them on the streaming and love them. But I don't watch many new cop shows because they're not realistic. They're too woke, things like that. So you can still go back and get a fairly recent past show and watch it. And the technology is almost caught up with everything, but it's just a different attitude in it. And the latest one that I've been watching is a show called Justified. And it's about a U.S. Marshal who works and has been assigned to the area of the country where he grew up, which is Eastern Kentucky, which, Eastern Kentucky is the hills, the hillbillies. So there is a couple on this show that are now together with each other and happy. But she used to be married to his brother. Okay. His name is, on the show, is Boyd. All right. So Ava is her name. Ava was married to Boyd's brother, and he was abusive to her, so she killed him with a hunting rifle in the living room.
Okay.
After that, Boyd then came to kill Ava and held her hostage at gunpoint, sitting at her dining room table eating a meal that she had prepared for the marshal, whose name is Raylan. Raylan gets there. They sit down. Raylan ends up shooting Boyd in Ava's dining room in the chest. He doesn't die. So now, Boyd, the one that was holding Ava hostage and the brother of the husband she killed, Ava and Boyd are together and living together, and they seem to be doing well together. So
even though he came there to kill her,
right,
they end up getting together as a couple.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's a pretty extreme situation of, all right, well, we put all that behind us. Now things are fine. We were able to put all that behind us.
Put it behind us that he came to kill me.
Yeah, it's not like, well, he did. He got caught for stealing, and he was put on probation and all. We put that behind us. He's cleaned his act up, and we're happy now. I mean, He held me hostage at gunpoint, would have killed me had the other guy not shown up and shot him. And he was trying to kill me because I was married to his brother and I killed his brother for being abusive. That's a lot to put behind you.
That is a lot to put behind you. That is a lot to put behind you.
So
it's a lot to follow.
Who has anything close to that? Like, you're with somebody now and y'all are happy, but you had to put stuff behind you in order to get happy with each other. What was it? What are the things that you had to put behind you? He cheated, I cheated, we divorced. He moved off and got arrested. Then he moved back, and then we met back up with each other, and we were different people then. We had grown, and so we're together now. We put all the other stuff behind us, and we're happy.
Man, I'm willing
that
to
could
bet
be something that is feasible.
I'm willing to bet, though, more often than not, it's not just one thing. Like what you just said, TJ. It's got to be like one thing leads to another, then they decided to get back together and put it behind, or if they ever broke up, to put it behind them,
Yeah, and we know of a situation where years ago, the husband cheated with a woman in town, got her pregnant. She had the baby. Now, the woman and the baby are somewhat part of the family where he and his wife have gotten back together, and his wife helps raise that baby like a normal stepmother would or something. So they had to put all that behind them.
Put all that behind them. Just moved on.
So what do you got?
Oh, man.
We had to put it behind us, but we're happy now. I don't know if we'll get anybody that can even come close to any of these, but try.
The hostage one is so good.
Yeah. So send us a DM or put it on the front page of our social medias at the Ace TJ Show. Keep your fingers crossed that we get a good one next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world changed. 18 years ago today. You didn't even know it when it happened.
The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world changed. 18 years ago today. You didn't even know it when it happened, but you do now because it's affecting what you were doing at this very moment. We'll give you the details next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetjtv.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 18 years ago today, February 14th, 2005. YouTube was quietly launched from San Bruno, California, created by 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. Google bought it in November of 2006, just over a year later, for $1.65 billion. By the way, Jawed was the one who first uploaded the very first video to YouTube, Me at the Zoo. After viewing it, it's hard to believe that he's a YouTube genius, but he is. He did make $66 million from YouTube's sale to Google. That's today in history.
is Ace TJ 5G.
It is the perfect opportunity right now to make some great memories with your family. And you're thinking, well, seems like not the best time of year for that. No, it's perfect because Gaston County offers you indoor and outdoor opportunities and lots of them. And no matter what type of stuff you're into, if you like the outdoors, hiking, trails, again, we talked about it before, but this time of year, when there are fewer leaves on the trees, so the sight lines are incredible. The weather's great. It's a great time because it's not too hot to get out and do some hiking throughout all the great hiking trails and mountains in Gaston County. Indoors, they've got great shopping in Gaston County, plus great stuff like the Shield Planetarium and Museum and Belmont Abbey. You go watch some great basketball, all kinds of cool stuff that's happening. So go to acetj.com/Gaston. That's acetj.com/Gaston to find out more about what's happening right now and the great memories you can make in Gaston County.
I don't know a lot of things in this world, but I do know if you go to Indiana and you come across a lady named Zephany Pennywell, you don't need to mess with her. Don't test her. She was arrested last week after she got into an argument with a 26-year-old man. It's unclear what the fight was over or how they know each other, but police say that Zephany, not Stephanie, but Zephany with a Z. Zephany chased him, grabbed him by the shirt, and then grabbed his parts, quote, in a violent manner, end quote. The police report says that she would not let go and began to pull. They even have the whole thing on the video, and it was handed over to them by a roommate. So I guess the roommate videoed it, and they may have been laughing about it or whatnot. Later, she admitted to police that she grabbed him in an attempt to hurt him. She said the guy was antagonizing her, and she warned him that if he didn't stop annoying her, he'd get, what he got. And Zephany was charged with battery. There's no update on the man's condition, but it doesn't sound like he was seriously hurt. But it seems like if she grabbed him by his shirt, he was trying to get away.
It was too late.
Mm.
Too late to get away.
She chased him.
Good.
And grabbed him. Well, that's against the law.
Oh, yeah. That's
even
good.
if somebody's robbing you or something or holding a gun on you, if they turn to run away and then you pull your gun and shoot them, then you're going to go to penitentiary.
That's if they
Because
catch
they're
you.
fleeing. Well, they've caught her. See, so he was running away. She chased him down and pulled his parts, quote, in a violent way.
In a violent way.
And it certainly sounds like they asked her, "Why did you do that?" And she said, "To hurt him."
I told him I'm going to do it to hurt him.
Yeah. You got to love the honesty of that. Like, I will not shy away from why I was doing it.
Yeah. Chances are we would all be, on her side of the deal. But, I mean, she did, like, he was leaving and there was no more threat to her.
I'm not on her side.
I'm still on her side.
Why?
Because I don't know. It just seemed like the right thing to do.
No, I'm saying, though, if he was, accosting her or
Right,
something.
Yeah.
But she said antagonize, and that could have meant he wouldn't give me some of his Snicker bars. I mean, I don't know.
It's an argument.
That would antagonize me. If you got one of those big Snicker bars and you're not going to give me part of it when I'm hungry. I mean, he's antagonizing me. Come here, Riggins.
Yeah. Give me a break.
Just you and us. This is Ace TJ 5G. Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
It's not what it means.
Faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence. Yeah. That's the same thing. Oh, are they pooping on themselves?
They're like,
It's not.
no.
really
What are
bad.
you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted, when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell him.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Wanna be like me, yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
All right, what did you have to put behind you in order to be in the happy relationship you're with now? You and your significant other had to put a lot behind y'all. We used to work with a guy who was kind of a crazy fella and lived a trashy life. Bless his heart. He was just pure D.O. white trash out of central Louisiana. And he was dating a single mom who lived with her 18 or 19-year-old daughter. He dates the single mom. He's over there all the time. They may have even been living together, all shacked up. But then he breaks up with the mom and starts dating the daughter. And then after a while, still living in the same house, the daughter wised up and said, you know what? I'm getting out of this situation. I'm moving. I'm going to go make something of my life. I'm getting out of here. And then he and the original girlfriend, which would be the girl's mom, had to put all that behind them. And then they were a happy couple after that.
Did mom know he was dating daughter?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he just basically moved from the mom's bedroom into the daughter's bedroom.
That's horrible.
Under the same roof.
So the daughter is kind of the one with the most sense.
Yeah, because she said, look, you know what, this is trashy. I got to go. Wow. And then they just, as they say, fell right back in with one another.
That's insane.
How about that?
Well, and I don't say they put things behind them to be happy. They put things behind them to be together because they fought every night that he was up there working. Oh. They were fighting on the phone.
He's not alive anymore, right?
Yeah, that's not the same one that had been died. I think this one was young. He was closer to the daughter's age than he was the mom's age. Yeah. So he was probably in his early 20s, dating the mom who had an 18-year-old. Isn't that hot?
Yeah, so hot.
Was she good looking? Were any of the parties
both
good
attractive.
looking?
Yeah, both. All of them were attractive people. Believe it or not. Believe it or not.
Yeah.
Louisiana 8.
Right.
And the mama was, a little heavy on the makeup and, a little heavy on the home dye job and the hair and things like that. But it was just because she didn't know any better. But she had the basics there to be an attractive woman.
Yeah, I can picture her.
Big old blue eyes. You should see your face, Rick, as you like.
I pictured it. And
that's back before women her age was getting all redone at the surgeons and all.
Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Our Twitter is at the Ace TJ Show, and there's a DM from Twitter that said, "Keep me anonymous," but we had to get over that he got drunk and groped my sister one night at our house. She didn't exactly stop him, but didn't ask for it either. I walked in the kitchen, and he had his hands all over her butt. At first, he tried to say he thought it was me, but then he admitted he was really drunk. We worked through it, and now we'll be married this summer.
Man, if my wife got mad every time I groped her sister, we'd have never made it.
Gross.
Or if she got mad every time her sister was groping me, that's the thing.
Alexis, you walk into a room, and there's your boyfriend, and he's got his hands all over your best friend's butt. Can you get past that? If he's look, I was just drunk. I didn't know what I was doing.
I don't know, because I'm petty. So
That'd be a great name for a band, though, wouldn't it? Best Friend's Butt.
Best Friend's Butt.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Best Friend's Butt. All right.
Wow.
Well, yesterday was the first full day of Alexis's new diet that she has been forced to be on by her very particular new boyfriend. She hasn't been in the best of moods, but I don't know if it's because of the diet or not. So we got to get an update to see how her, her spirit is, and then we're gonna make a pot to see who thinks that when she's gonna fall off the diet and win the money. Not that, some of us may not think you're going to fall off of it.
Right.
So we'll find out next.
You're listening to the Ace and TJ Show. Want to see your business on acetjtv? Contact us now at acetj@acetj.com. The show will be right back.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. AceTJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using AceTJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at Ace TJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
There's a 21-year-old guy that's been accused of running naked through the halls of a hotel in Des Moines, Iowa, threatening people with a plunger and pulling fire alarms, things of that nature. His name is Trevin Hill. And he was just running through. One of the other guests was in the 18th floor stairwell, and he's got the plunger going after him, and he's yelling, "I'm gonna blank and get you! I'm gonna get you!"
God. Was he chasing someone or just yelling?
Yeah, just chasing after
everybody.
Other people too, according to the report. Trevin was not playing.
Trevin, put the plunger down. No, I didn't. Trevin Hill. What's up? In Iowa? I go to the University of Iowa. I'm a senior. Sometimes I like to get a little crazy, dude. Get naked and chase people around with plungers.
It doesn't say if Trevin was on the dope or not, or drunk.
Yeah, probably.
He's got to be something.
Yeah, Trevin, dude. Hell yeah. Trevin.
That's your favorite part of this whole story.
Trevin Hill, dude. Hello, my name's Trevin. Booking one room for the night.
His middle name is Wayne. Trevin Wayne Hill.
Trevin Wayne Hill doing GBs in the hotel bathroom and then just ripping all your clothes off and going nuts. Probably on an edible. A couple of edibles. I did 250 milligrams, dude. I'm flying. Ate a Wonka bar before I came here. Trevin.
What's a Wonka bar?
It's like a super high-powered edible. It's a Wonka bar. Space bar.
Yeah, but it's a nice hotel. The 18th floor of the Des Moines Marriott.
Yeah, I'm sure it was very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing but the best, dude. Yeah, you got to get it in check, man. What was he, 20?
21.
21? What are you doing? There's not a lot to do in Iowa, so he probably was just out of his mind.
But I don't know how somebody didn't just beat the crap out of him if he's running around with it, like one of the other guests or something. If he's running around threatening people. And,
yeah, they might have just thought better of it just because of he appears to be out of it. He appears to be high.
But you also don't want to get that close to a naked man.
Right.
Yeah, that's
yeah. We'll call the cops.
What's her name? Lisa. Lisa said, she fat.
Lisa.
Brevity is the soul of wit, old Billy Shakespeare said. You know? Lisa's got it.
Lisa's answer, huh? She's fat.
Good word.
I like that.
Harsh.
Tremaine said, very simple answer. I got the last name. That alone makes me better.
Oh. That's on period, honey. Okay. I like that.
No cap.
Which I don't get that slang, because that shouldn't be a positive thing. It's never usually a positive thing when you say that. It's on period.
It's on period.
I know.
Stop trying to dissect everything and just like
gross.
take it. Okay.
It's kind of gross and vulgar.
What you're saying? Sometimes just go with it.
Just go with it. Like, why do you have to just like ruin everything?
Because it's gross and vulgar.
Oh my god.
You've ruined everything.
They ruin everything all the time. It's like you can't have any fun or say any cool things in this place.
You're a serial ruiner.
You cannot come into the Ace and TJ Show studio and say cool things.
You can't. It's like, nah. Hey, protector of the language. Me. Oh, God.
Yep. I'm like those guys with the big hats outside Buckingham Palace. I am not going to crumble.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. This is the Ace and TJ Show live on acetj.tv.
So, Alexis, I don't know if I've asked you this or not. Does your boyfriend have a problem with us saying that he's putting you on a diet and he thinks you need to lose weight and all that stupidness we carry on?
No.
Or does he just laugh?
He just laughs.
I mean, it's not true, but he just laughs because I'm saying it.
Yeah, he thinks you guys are so funny.
So, yesterday was the first full day of your new nutrition plan.
Yep.
How did it go?
Well, lunch was great. I had a little bit of steak and a few shrimp and some rice. So I was excited. I was like, okay, this is good. I'm going to be able to do this. And then we went for a walk, and then dinner time came around. And my dinner was a peanut butter protein smoothie and half a turkey sandwich, and I enjoyed it so much.
Yeah, you can't be eating a big meal before you go to bed.
It was so good. Half a turkey sandwich.
When she's used to eating half a turkey.
I was like, where's the mashed potatoes? This is not hearty enough for dinner.
Were you full when you went to bed? Were you satisfied?
No, I was not satisfied.
Did you wake up with your stomach growling this morning?
I actually felt good.
You did?
Yeah, waking up.
Because you weren't all weighed down. At
Exactly.
night, sweating all through the night, trying to burn off some, some chicken nuggets.
But still, I was like, oh, yum.
Half a sandwich. I'm full up to here.
Now, did y'all split a sandwich? Is that what it was?
Yeah.
You cut it in half and you got half and he got half?
But see, his thing is he's trying to bulk up. So
Yeah, he
he
needs to
keeps
eat a lot
saying,
more.
I need to eat a lot more. And I'm like, that's not fair.
Yeah, I mean, because you got to feed the muscle. You
I
got to
know.
build muscle. He's tearing them down and you got to feed them.
Yeah, but we went food shopping yesterday. He made all the meals for today and tomorrow. Got up this morning and I had another protein smoothie for breakfast.
I mean, that is a sweet deal. That you got that he's doing all of that.
Oh, it's the best. It was great.
But so you got to watch out, 'cause some people do that for their significant other, and the significant other's not paying attention, and they don't realize that their wife or husband or girlfriend, boyfriend is a plumper, chubby chaser. So, he could be giving you stuff that you think is going to help you get in shape and all that, and he's just giving you stuff that's going to make you a sweet candy-coated mess.
A fatty on purpose?
Gotta
You better not.
Gotta be cautious.
Maybe a plumper. Yeah.
Well, when I saw my meal for today, it's a very small portion, and I was not happy about it. I was like, this is all I have to eat? Like, I'm going to starve.
Yeah, but I mean, if it's a quarter cup or half cup of bacon grease, it's not much, but it'll do the trick if he's a plumper.
Right.
Yeah.
He better not be plumping me up.
She's like, why are there marshmallows in my protein shake? They're healthy marshmallows. They're diet marshmallows.
That's healthy ice cream. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Yeah.
Who put hot fudge on my chicken taco?
Ew, that would be horrible if he was doing that.
We'll be here to watch for you, make sure.
But you've already had breakfast today, right?
I already had breakfast.
Okay.
Mhm.
Was in that
full?
cup?
Yeah, it was what was in this cup. It was great. It was so yum. I had some coffee, so there we go. Starting off the day right.
Yeah. And what's in your coffee?
It's just black coffee with a little bit of sugar.
Okay.
And chocolate chips.
Are you hitting the gym today?
Not today.
Macchiato.
Extra caramel.
All right. Well, good. So then we'll just we'll go with this for a while, checking in with you, and then once it becomes second nature to you, then we won't even need to ask. It'll just be you just come to us when something breaks.
Stop it. I'm gonna stick to it.
But I think so too. Riggins, don't you think she's going to be able to see this through to however long she wants? A full lifestyle change forever?
Yeah.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
So many things happening this morning besides Alexis's diet. We'll get into all of it now. Trending coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world changed. 18 years ago today. You didn't even know it when it happened, but you do now because it's affecting what you were doing at this very moment. We'll give you the details next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help because this is what they do. They are experts. They are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 18 years ago today, February 14th, 2005. YouTube was quietly launched from San Bruno, California, created by 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. Google bought it in November of 2006, just over a year later, for $1.65 billion. By the way, Jawed was the one who first uploaded the very first video to YouTube, Me at the Zoo. After viewing it, it's hard to believe that he's a YouTube genius, but he is. He did make $66 million from YouTube's sale to Google. That's today in history.
You're watching Morning Radio. Welcome to the Ace. This is Ace TJ 5G.
The Ace and TJ app is made possible thanks to Papa John's Pizza. It's Valentine's Day. They got the heart-shaped pizza back on the menu. I think that is a perfect Valentine's Day spent eating some Papa John's on the couch with the one you love. Head over to papajohns.com.
So Forbes have put out its list of highest paid entertainers for the year 2022. Now, it's a little surprising because the 2 names at the top of the list you probably wouldn't think of. There's a good reason. Number 1, the band Genesis. That's Genesis with Phil Collins. And it's because...
Mike and the Mechanics.
Yeah.
Mike.
Mainly because they sold their music catalog. Then they had a farewell tour that was going on during the year and other revenue streams. But that sale of the music catalog is big. Genesis made $230 million last year.
Yeah, I got a jacket from that catalog, and it took a while. It was on back order. But I got a jacket. Jody got some leggings.
Cute.
Sting was number 2, also because he sold his music catalog last year. He made $210 million.
For Sting?
Yeah. Tyler Perry.
Mr. Stingman.
Tyler Perry is number 3. He made $175 million. He's the only billionaire on the list this year.
Okay, Tyler.
Yeah. Number 4, South Park creators Trey Parker and Matt Stone. They made $160 million. Most of that comes from a deal they signed with Paramount in 2021 that guarantees them $935 million over 6 years.
You suck.
Yeah. And number 5, the creators of The Simpsons. They made $105 million. They're making big money because Disney acquired Fox, and moving the shows from FX to Disney Plus, one of those triggered a clause in their contract kind of thing. They had to get paid again. So good for them. Brad Pitt was 6. The Rolling Stones were 7. James Cameron was 8. He made $95 million off Avatar: The Way of Water. The only woman, Taylor Swift. She released Midnights in October, and then in November, the tickets going on sale. She made $92 million in 2022. And Bad Bunny is 10. He made $88 million. 2 tours and endorsement deals with Corona, Cheetos, and Adidas. Paid him $88 million.
Love that.
Why? Because he's Hispanic.
Yeah, represent for the culture, baby.
You didn't see us cheering for the culture of. Well, that's not our culture. They're just white. Genesis is foreign, and so is Stingman.
Yeah.
Okay, but you could have, and I would have been fine with it.
Brad Pitt made $100 million.
I don't know about that.
I would have.
Yes, white.
I would have celebrated with y'all.
If it is not St. Patrick's Day, white people never get to celebrate their culture.
Well, I celebrate y'all every day.
Yeah, you really
whiteys.
do, don't you?
I do.
Like that.
Whiteys? Yeah.
Like calling us white and saying, oh, white people.
Whiteys.
Whiteys.
Just you and us. This is ACTJ 5G.
Riggins, is that your favorite Genesis song, I Can't Dance?
Yep.
From the old school band Genesis?
I can't dance. It's the only Genesis song I know.
I love Genesis and Phil Collins.
Great stuff.
And Mike and the Mechanics, which is another member of Genesis solo project.
Oh, really?
Or, well, it was a band, but he was the Mike of Mike and the Mechanics.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I hope they're doing okay.
And then, yeah.
Well, you know, Phil, bless his heart, he's got that back problem or something. When I saw him perform in Las Vegas, he was sitting the whole time walking with a walking stick. Some people called it a cane, but I said it ain't a cane, it's a walking stick.
Yeah. So you need to make the money?
Yeah. Bless his heart.
I don't think so.
Is he okay?
He's struggling. Biden-inflation.
It's tough. Living on, $500 million or something like that. It could be a tough way to go.
He's still just as handsome as ever.
Is he?
Mm-hmm.
Phil Collins? Yeah.
Yep.
Let's see what's trending.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
This is kind of interesting. Tina Fey and Amy Poehler are heading out on tour in April. They're doing the Restless Leg Tour. I think the movie Baby Mamas or Baby Mama.
I love that movie.
It's hysterical.
It's so funny.
So I'd be interested. They always do a great job when they host the Emmys. I think they've done a few times. Really funny in the monologues. So I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe there was a pull for this.
I think this is smart. This will be good. I would love to go see that. I think they're both very funny.
But I think people with restless leg syndrome should be offended by this and cancel them.
Yeah, they're like, what did we do?
I mean, they're obviously making light of a serious medical condition.
I wonder if one of them has restless leg syndrome. That's where they got the name.
Still, you can't make light of it.
No, that's not cool at all.
If you have it, you can.
Trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. How about a trigger warning? Tina, Amy. You know that Amy Poehler used to be married to what is the guy's name that he was on Arrested Development, and he does the voiceover stuff now for Reese's. Will Arnett. Yeah, they used to be married.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Oh, that would have been fun. You would want to go to their house for dinner or something. That would have probably been a funny couple to be around.
I don't know if they're funny for a living. At home, they probably were just like mad at each other all the time.
Well,
that's why they split up.
Yeah, maybe
because they weren't funny together.
That's a shame.
But I'm a little tired of this. Everything having to be Amy Poehler and Tina Fey together.
Yeah, they're kind of. It's like one without the other.
Yeah, it's just. I'm kidding. I think they're fine.
They'll be good.
They're funny.
Yeah,
I'm just messing.
Yeah, Valentine's Day also trending. People are talking about either the holiday or what they received on the holiday. Valentine's Day, love it. Get it? Do you get it?
Mm-hmm. Love.
The guy that stars in the show You, about the serial killer, you've seen it on Netflix. He posted this on Twitter the other day. And he basically calls people that are into serial killer dramas weird. Said, if you're into Ted Bundy, that's on you. Jeffrey Dahmer, that's on Netflix. That is squarely on the shoulders of Netflix.
Yeah, and he's such a normal person himself. He is the number one weirdo.
Yeah, that's what I say.
And, he's a multi-millionaire. If you've ever seen him without his shirt on.
Yeah, he hairy.
Oh,
is he?
A beast.
Really?
But how can you say that if the fans that love crime are the ones that are making him money?
Because he's
like, why would you
say
that?
He's just, you don't get it.
So stupid.
He's just saying ultra liberal,
He's got to speak his truth.
And
my name's Penn.
Yeah.
How do you look at a baby, a beautiful newborn baby, and go, I will name you, you know what? Screw it, Penn.
Penn. Yeah. Just add an extra N. That'll be fine.
Look around the room and go, what are we going to name him? Oh, there's a writing instrument. We'll call him Penn.
Doorstop.
But yeah, he's one of those super weirdos. Those weird celebrities that,
Was he on Gossip Girl?
He was.
What's his name? Joaquin Phoenix type.
Yeah.
Weird like that, but just really, really disgustingly hairy.
How do you know that?
Because they always show him with his shirt off on the show, yeah. And it looks like, he's got a bear line on his chest.
Let's see.
A hairy one at that.
A hairy bear.
You want to get that Manscaped razor on? Yeah. I would do it for him.
Yeah.
To help him.
Yeah. And then people are still complaining about Barney being rebooted in 2024 with a new look. I mean, who cares? Mattel apparently owns the rights to that, so they're going to do a new show, new animated series, new movie, new merch. But the question is, will kids care? Will kids care about Barney? Maybe.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
Mine won't. Mine won't care.
Yeah. Well, they're in their 20s. And it's a little different, but
still.
It can't live up to TikTok. I mean, that's where the kids want to go, especially the 5-year-olds. Who did you marry? That's the question. Coming up next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great.
Honestly, didn't care who won. I mean,
Yeah.
I really, I think
did.
Baby Jalen is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we call him Baby
Baby Jalen. He's so cute. But I like Kansas
City.
Kansas City. But that one player aggravated me at the end.
Travis Kelce.
Mm-hmm. He was screaming in the camera. None of you said we were going to win. None of you. Bleh. And then as he does it, boogies are coming down.
Really?
Little snotty boogies. He had to take his towel and do that. I almost threw up. Because I was going, wipe your bugs. And then finally, he did.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, I saw the bugs. But, yeah.
I wonder if women would have still found him attractive if he'd have done the whole "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?" with the boogies coming out of his nose.
Probably. He's the one. The other day, there was a clip going around of him, and he does a podcast. I know, but I'm telling the listeners what Todd's talking about. And he was doing the podcast with his brother, who plays for Philadelphia.
Love him.
And his Travis's niece came on and said, "Hi, Uncle Travie." Real cute voice, 3 or 4, I don't know. She is. And he goes, "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?" Which is the way he talks, and it sounded so creepy. But everybody else was like, "Oh, that's sexy. It's sexy." Like, oh, he's talking to his little niece like he would somebody he's trying to pick up in a club. "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?"
He's something.
"How you doing?"
And then he was at the end. He was getting the crowd all hyped up. I see. He's personality.
Yeah.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, baby girl.
Stop.
You know what? You married a man who's all personality.
That's creepy. Don't. I can tell you're just waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, baby girl.
Ugh.
I'm waiting for you to get out that sexy Polaroid hoodie you wearing.
God, you're weird.
So,
Oh, stop.
you going to get your hair did today, baby girl? Put that. Look, tell her charge me for that. Let me take care of that for you.
Ugh.
Trying to get your hair done. I'm gonna take care of that for you.
Stop. You're so weird. Quit looking at me like that.
You
God.
DJ 5G.
Is this me?
Yeah.
Yes. I got a lot going on over here. Okay. Look, you've got an event. It doesn't matter. Business meeting, rodeo, concert, everything can be done at Cabarrus Arena. 5,000 people, 500 people, 5 people. Doesn't make any difference. They can take care of you like nobody else can because the Cabarrus Arena, more than just one building. Great opportunities all the way around. Just find out about everything they have at cabarrusarena.com. Also, check out the great events that they have coming up because they've always got something happening. cabarrusarena.com.
So the employees at Chipotle were talking about their biggest complaints with customers, and there seems to be a theme. They said, biggest complaint I have, soup burritos. And I saw that term and I thought, oh, that sounds disgusting. I don't know what that means. But they all said soup burritos. It's the biggest problem we encounter every single day. What does that mean? It means people getting a lot of wet things like barbacoa, 2 kinds of salsa, extra sour cream, and maybe queso. And they said it becomes such a problem when you go to roll that fat burrito and there's so much liquid in it. And they said, who would want to eat that anyway?
I can see that'd be a problem.
Soup burritos. I never really thought about it like that. But yeah, if you're getting 2 kinds of salsa, the cheese, the barbacoa, which is saucy, you're going to end up with a soup burrito. They said it's more liquid than burrito. And I thought, God, that'll make you want to start a diet if you're not already on one.
Soup burrito.
Isn't that awful? They said some people even come in now, order the quesadilla, and then ask for that to be used as the burrito tortilla. So they'll order the quesadilla, go back through the line, I guess, and then order a burrito and ask for that quesadilla to be used as the tortilla.
Yeah, so you wrap the burrito stuffing in a quesadilla.
Exactly, which Taco Bell's been doing. They call it quesarito. But, Chipotle's not interested in your hacks. They're really not. I mean, Waffle House had the nerve to be like, hey, we're not making anything you saw on TikTok. Don't bother. They put those signs up.
Yeah.
But I feel like Chipotle is still hanging on because they know it's such a big part of their customer base.
I hate that trend, though, of people going on and complaining about customers. I hate that.
Do you?
Yeah, you're not supposed to do that. No. You're running a business and your employees are out complaining about how the customers come in and how so many of them come in and want something a certain way. That's not good. That's not good business.
Yeah, so Alexa, stop complaining about us when you're out in public. They stink. Those white boys.
Just you and us. This is AceTJ 5G. This is AceTJ TV. The Ace and TJ Show will be right back.
Now, better ingredients, better pizza means that each bite of every Papa John's slice just keeps getting better. From that first bite you have to blow on, to that second bite of crispy, crunchy toppings, to that string of gooey, melty cheese. And just when you're thinking this cannot get any better, you get to the crust and you realize it's not just any crust. Oh no, it's epic stuffed crust that's hand-stuffed with cheese. Better ingredients, better pizza, even better when it's stuffed.
And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
A mortgage.
So picture yourself, you're out getting some peace and calm in your life. You're at a community park doing a free yoga class outside. You're namasteing all over the place. You're mindful. You're breathing properly. You're child's pose and downward dog and all them other ones. And all of a sudden, something smacks you in the head. It feels like somebody just hit you with a hammer. You look up, and it is an iguana that has fallen out of the tree onto you. Now you got to go to hospital. This guy was doing the yoga out in the park. And an iguana fell out of the tree onto him in Miami.
Because it's cold?
I don't know. It's just that those things, if you are at a restaurant and you're eating outside and it's not in the middle of the city area, like of Miami, or what's the neighboring to Miami?
Fort Lauderdale.
Fort Lauderdale. Because we were in Fort Lauderdale one time. We were sitting outside at a little place eating burgers in a little hippie-looking place. And the next thing I know, my little friend Jenny just starts screaming, "Blank that, blank that, blank that," and then running away. Because an iguana had just jumped up on the little fence right beside her where she was sitting in the booth.
Trying to take y'all's food?
No, just walking.
Oh,
like they'll just
no.
jump up on things to get, because they pretty much have the run of the place.
So the guy ended up having to go to the hospital?
Yeah, he was hurt. He's all right. It says he'll be okay. But yeah, those things are heavy.
I looked it up. The average weight of an adult male iguana is 8.8 pounds. So it's like having a 10-pound weight dropped on your head out of a tree.
Yeah, they're huge. But no, Alexis, I don't think iguanas are cheeseburgers. They're not the Hamburglar.
Bro,
trying to steal food.
You're trying to take your food.
I punched that iguana. You know how about to take my tacos.
That's what she was worried about. And he tried to steal your food?
Yeah, like what?
I know, he didn't try to steal her food.
Square up.
Iguana. I saw for a real iguana. That's fighting.
You better watch out, iguana.
Yeah. We're not doing that around here.
And he tried to take your food.
Trying to take your food?
Just like
I'm a peaceful person, but I will kill an iguana.
I'll choke it out.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
If you want to sleep better and lose weight, then the product that you need is called Calitrin, or you can pronounce it Calitrin. Very easy for you to get. Just go to acetj.com/weight loss. acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
The Johnson Group Facility Services is a commercial cleaning company that focuses more on customer satisfaction than the bottom line, because each customer works directly with the owners every step of the way. If you need any commercial cleaning, the Johnson Group can handle it. Get details at acetj.com/clean.
I'm going to try.
Don't do it,
Very
girl.
last day.
Yeah, you keep working on that dream, girl. Don't give up.
So why we got 2 days in a row of no hat and curls?
Because my curls be looking good for the last 24 hours, so I thought I would give you guys another day of it.
Oh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I feel so honored that we got some good
You guys
looking
can
curls
see
2
my
days in a
face,
row.
my full face.
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
So all weekend you'll be wearing a hat, though, making up for it.
Yep.
I got my curls on fleek today, as the kids say.
Mm-hmm.
They popping.
They are popping.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna wear them.
Well, it started out wet yesterday, but then it got dry, didn't it? Wasn't it
It
real
was
wet?
it was a low wet when I came in. Yeah.
But
Just a
man,
little
once
bit.
it dries, it's like it's like plugging in a plugging in this neon sign, so it's glowing.
When you I just because I don't know how this works, I'm not being critical. I'm just asking. When you wake up, you're like, okay, curls are popping today. Do you do anything to it then to try to formulate something or get a shape to it, or you just kind of go with it, let the wind do what it wants to do?
Just spray a little water and let's see what happens.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why that sometimes it can be wild, sometimes it can be tame, sometimes it's moving, sometimes it's not. Okay.
It goes with how my personality is going to be for the day.
Do you let the wind style it?
I'm just asking how you
Give
go
it some
about
type
doing
of shape?
it. Yeah. Because sometimes it looks kind of wild and sometimes it doesn't. So I don't know if there's a look you're going for or you're just letting it happen. I don't know.
How do I say this? How do I say this?
Yeah. That's not what I was going for. I meant her in particular, not all Hispanic ladies.
Your Latino hair.
Let's do Now Trending with Rick.
Now trending on the Ace and TJ Show.
Is it the wind?
Is it when you're stylist?
Mostly.
Well, okay, let me be honest with
Is
you.
it the desert wind?
Wait, hang on. I'll be honest with
From
you.
home country.
No, here's why. Because sometimes it just looks like it's just crazy, and I don't know is she putting any effort into it or not. That was the basis of my question.
Well, that's even better.
It's not
crazy hair. What do you?
It's just crazy.
Yeah.
It's all right, let me say this some way you'll understand. It's loco.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel. Mornings just got way better. You can now watch the Ace and TJ show live, weekdays from 6 to 9 a.m. Eastern. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and wake up with us every morning. This is Ace TJ TV.
If you're not watching the show, I really don't know what you're doing with your life. I mean, just wasting away. You probably don't know how to do anything in your life. It's probably a total mess every day.
Yeah.
Just watching the Ace and TJ show on YouTube clears it right up.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably a line of poor decision making. But you can watch the show on YouTube. Just look up AceTJTV. It's all free. And you can skip through commercials. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but you can. It's pretty dope. That's why I would want to watch. AceTJTV. Make sure you subscribe, hit the little notification bell. I know, I was just teasing. I know he was in Fox and Hound. We just had an argument during the commercial. We were talking about unlikely friends, animal friends. And Alexa said, my favorite movie is Fox and Hound. And TJ said, Kurt Russell's in that. I said, no, he wasn't. And I said it real convincingly.
Yeah, you did.
So he just proved it to me.
He had to prove you wrong.
He did. And that's okay. I'm okay being wrong, unlike some people in this room. But I did see this crazy.
Not me. I'm wrong all the time.
True.
Yeah, very true.
I saw this crazy story. The motive for male serial killers is often piano playing, whereas female serial killers tend to go after money, according to some new research. They even pinpointed, like, obviously serial killers are mostly men, but the women that are serial killers, more likely to have a higher level of education, while the guys usually have high school education or less. Women serial killers often have been to college, almost 40% of them being nurses or healthcare workers.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're white. They've been married at least once, while men tend to be single at the time of their first crime.
Yeah.
Men are less likely to use poison, whereas women are more likely to use poison.
Because women don't want to make a mess.
Because they don't want to make a mess.
Same with women's suicide. You hardly ever see a woman commit suicide by shooting herself in the head. She either shoots herself in the heart, or she cuts her wrist, or takes poison.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. Women tend to kill more vulnerable people, including the elderly, the sick, or children, and are more than twice as likely to kill their spouse or partner. So, guys, just a heads up. If your wives ever turn the corner, you're probably going to be number one on the list.
Yeah.
So just something to think about. Sleep well.
Yeah. Always suspect the wife.
Be nice, always.
So, I can't imagine what that must be like when you realize, oh my God, I've married a serial killer. But it's happened. It has happened. Finish this sentence on a wonderful Valentine's Day. I married a blank. What kind of person did you marry? It doesn't have to be a bad thing. Maybe you married a wonderful, loving father of 3. Maybe you married a guy that's really into pantyhose, or inflatable whales, like the guy that DJ was talking about the other day. Maybe you married a methed out stage 5 clinger. I mean, who knows? It can be anything. What kind of person did you marry? At the Ace TJ Show. We'll find out next.
This is the Ace and TJ Show. The Ace and TJ Show will be back in less than 3 minutes.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
Hey, it's Ace, and today in history, the world changed. 18 years ago today. You didn't even know it when it happened, but you do now, because it's affecting what you were doing at this very moment. We'll give you the details next. Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers & Associates Realty team is here to help, because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232, 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
We are so excited to be a part of the Ace and TJ family, long time listeners, and delighted to have our business now a part of the family.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetjtv.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hello, if you are a business owner, we know what it's like to be in business. From HR to accounting, we know the struggles, and we're here to help you with insurance so we can take one thing off your plate.
Ace TJ 5G presents Today in History.
It was 18 years ago today, February 14th, 2005. YouTube was quietly launched from San Bruno, California, created by 3 former PayPal employees, Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim. Google bought it in November of 2006, just over a year later, for $1.65 billion. By the way, Jawed was the one who first uploaded the very first video to YouTube, Me at the Zoo. After viewing it, it's hard to believe that he's a YouTube genius, but he is. He did make $66 million from YouTube's sale to Google. That's Today in History.
You're watching morning radio. Welcome to This is Ace TJ 5G.
If you missed it, big announcement earlier today, H2 Public House in Cornelius next Thursday night. Not this Thursday, but next Thursday, a week from Thursday. The next Share Funny Live. Share Funny Live happens thanks to Atlantic Bay Mortgage. I have said this before. I will continue to say this because they are wonderful people who can make your life easier in a variety of ways. Mortgage, refi, cash out, refi. They can give you lending peace of mind by making that process easier and simpler than it's ever been. But do not forget, they have a variety of programs because they've got so much knowledge of ways to save you money. There are always ways to put something together to make your life a little bit better, to save yourself some money, because they do have a variety of programs at their disposal that they can put you in to help you get into a better financial situation with your property. Even if you're buying, even if you want to refi, doesn't make any difference. It's lending peace of mind. That's why they exist. Tammy and Curtis at Atlantic Bay Mortgage, fantastic people who can make your life a little bit better financially
with all their different programs. Go to acetj.com/AB. That's acetj.com/AB to find out more about how you can help yourself financially with Atlantic Bay Mortgage.
We had a list of stuff that, you talk about eating in bed, being romantic and all. And we had a list of things that if you are going to eat in bed, things that you shouldn't be eating in bed.
Yeah.
Like people mostly eat breakfast, but other than that, you don't want to eat spaghetti and meatballs.
Yeah.
In bed.
Alexa said, I don't want crumbs in my butt.
I don't want crumbs in my butt.
Because Ace is the only one on the show that likes eating in bed. It's not comfortable for one thing for me. Even if you got one of those trays, by the time you try to prop up pillows and all of that, it's not comfortable.
And you don't want to get stains on your sheets and stuff. Ugh.
You mean
or butter?
You're talking about like spaghetti sauce.
Yeah, or butter fingerprints.
But my favorite way to eat ribs though is in a reclined position. And with the white sheets. Give me some good barbecue ribs.
Saucy. Extra sauce on it. I'm eating in bed.
Riggins, have you ever done it? Because you seem to be the one that's the most against it. You find it the most revolting.
Yeah, I'm sure I've eaten cookies or something. If I'm reading, I'll go lay in bed and read on a Sunday or something. I'll maybe grab a cookie. But no.
But nothing that would,
no utensils,
no.
Nothing that requires a napkin, nothing like that.
Ace, we always talk about how much you love getting room service in a hotel, which, by the way, now a Motel 6 and DoorDash equals room service.
That's true.
Good, yeah.
Do you eat the room service stuff at the table in the hotel, or do you eat it in the bed or on the bed?
It depends. Sometimes I will, spread it out on the bed with the covers pulled up so it doesn't get on the sheets or anything. Or other times I'll just sit at the end of the bed and use the room service table. Just wheel that in and sit right there. Yeah. I don't ever pick it up, move it to the table in the room.
You don't?
No. I'll just sit. Usually it's easier. Sit at the end of the bed, eat. When you're done, just roll that bad boy back out into the closet.
But do you ever
hallway.
Push your back up against the headboard and sit like that and eat?
Rarely.
In the bed?
Very rarely.
Do you sit crisscross applesauce?
Yeah, usually.
Do you?
Well, it's the only way to sit and eat because otherwise I have very long legs. Otherwise, I can't get to it.
Or do you sit with just one ankle underneath your leg and then the other one is free?
No.
Thanks for watching Ace TJ TV. Please make sure you like and subscribe. We'll be right back. And now, a flashback from the Ace and TJ Dailies.
And the question is, which show member would you least trust with your darkest secret? And things have changed since I originally brought this up earlier in the week. Things have changed. Who would you least trust with your darkest secret? Right now, in the lead, with 35% of the vote, is Alexis.
Really?
They would least trust you with their darkest secret.
I wonder why.
Well,
I don't tell anybody secrets.
Maybe they figure because far too often you don't have complete control of your faculties.
Mm-hmm.
You think that could be it, Riggins?
Your faculties are out of order.
Yeah.
I always assume that means like pooping on yourself.
That's not what it means.
His faculties.
Your faculties.
It doesn't mean that.
Pooping yourself.
What is that?
Control my faculties.
Incontinence.
Incontinence, yeah. That's the same thing. Oh, are they pooping?
Oh,
Yeah, they're like,
it's not.
No,
really
what
bad.
are you talking about? No.
Really bad, really bad. All his faculties are right there in his bed.
But speaking of pooping on yourself, Ace is runner-up in this poll.
Thanks.
A close second, but Alexis with a hearty lead.
But I predicted when you mentioned this the other day, I predicted I would win because I am bad to share things on the radio, and I try not to.
Exactly. He actually has data and proven facts that he can't keep a secret.
But I've gotten better at it as I've gotten older.
Because no one's told you their secrets.
I wish I could remember that secret about you. I would tell them.
A secret.
That's losing control of your faculties right there. That's what that is.
For all things Ace and TJ, subscribe to the Ace and TJ YouTube channel.
I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. I know I got the bag. Everybody wanna be like me. Yeah. Want to be like me,
Contests we're running. Excuse me. First quarter of the rest of your life. How would $10,000 change your life and the lives of the people around you? All you have to do is head over to acetj.com/first. Tell us in 100 words or less how $10,000 would change your life. That's why Ace did that long bike ride back in October to raise money for our charity, Peyton's Promise. And through his incredible journey, he was able to raise a lot of money. So $10,000, how would it change your life? acetj.com/first. You have until February 27th.
Yes.
Monday to get that in. acetj.com/first. Finish this sentence. I married a blank. What kind of person did you marry? What kind of person did you marry? Doesn't matter if you're still married or you're divorced. Doesn't really matter. Alicia said, I married a convicted felon. Multiple charges on him. However, he's the best dad and grandpa ever. I know I'm loved. Then she put the emoji that's got the little hearts all around the smiley face.
Oh.
See, so just because you got a criminal record doesn't mean you're a bad person.
Well, yeah, there's Alexis.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, Alexis, I didn't know about that. She's a great person.
Yeah.
Sometimes it makes you a better person.
Yeah, and that's off your record now, right?
Yep.
Yeah. It's been expunged.
She's been expunged.
Yep.
Jackie said, I'm marrying a gambler. I'm marrying a gambler. Like, she hasn't married the guy yet. Poker is his game, but sports betting is easily surpassing it because of online mobile betting. Yeah. And I don't gamble, yet I have all the apps so he can get the free money because I signed up. Hashtag, ugh.
Yeah, a lot of people gamble for a living now. I mean, that's what they do. Talk about stress.
You're not kidding. And he's having her sign up for the app so he can get like the free betting tokens or whatever they give you.
And this lady said, Her name's Carrie Ann. She said, I married a 6-foot-tall Korean man named Earl who loves guns, trucks, and works for NASCAR.
What?
Earl, the Korean guy?
Yeah.
No way.
My mom would like an Earl Korean guy.
6 feet tall.
Mm-hmm.
Works on cars.
Loves guns, trucks, and works for NASCAR.
I like that.
I need to meet that guy.
I know.
Sounds fun. And then Callie said, I married a narcissistic psychopath that beats people up in their sleep and beats on women. My divorce was final in July. Hallelujah. She's away. Good for you.
Good.
I like
Got away from her.
Heather, who said, I married my husband whose name is Jason and was born on Friday the 13th.
Oh, that's cool. That's a good little tidbit.
I thought that's pretty cool.
My name's Jason. Paige said, I married a motorhead. He loves all things cars, but recently sold his prized car so he could get a truck to take to our almost 3-year-old hunting and fishing. So he sold his prized car to get a truck to take their 3-year-old out hunting and fishing. It's a good dad. Love that.
And then sometimes people are just, I don't know. And then this guy might be trying to make a joke, but Carrie posted, I married a John. Now, she capitalized it, so I don't know if she means his name is John and she's trying to, like, having a little fun with it, or if he actually is a John.
Like a...
has enjoyed the use of the company of some ladies of the evening. So the very next comments from a guy named Christopher who tags her and says, so you were a working girl at one point?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't necessarily mean that she was a... it doesn't make her a prostitute just because her husband was a John. He could have been with other prostitutes.
Yeah, but isn't that the implication? I married a John, like her John?
Or it may just be a guy named John and she's trying to be witty with the little play on words.
Yeah. That would be crazy if it was. I like that one.
You just ran the road with it like Christopher did. Just go, let's say she's a working girl.
Yeah, have we ever talked to anybody like that was working and married their date?
I'm sure we have. We're old.
Yeah.
We talked to them all. Here's a good one. I use my boobs to hide my vape. Oh, wait, that's a response to an earlier question.
Listen, whatever works. Hide your vape with your boobs.
Nice.
Absolutely. So I spent a little time on the internet yesterday. Don't ask questions, but I stumbled upon a new type of cafe that I've never heard of before, and the servers there are not your average cafe employees. This one is weird. I'm going to share what it's all about coming up next.
The Ace and TJ Show.
Hey, if you missed TJ and Jody's house this week, you missed something great.
Honestly, didn't care who won. I mean,
Yeah.
I really, I think
did.
Baby Jalen is adorable.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah, we call him Baby
Baby Jalen. He's so cute. But I like Kansas
City.
Kansas City. But that one player aggravated me at the end.
Travis Kelce.
He was screaming in the camera, none of you said we were going to win. None of you. Bleh. And then as he does it, boogies are coming down.
Really?
Little snotty boogies. He had to take his towel and do that. I almost threw up. Because I was going, wipe your bugs. And then finally, he did.
I didn't hear about that.
Well, I saw the bugs. Yeah.
I wonder if women would have still found him attractive if he'd have done the whole "Hey baby girl, how you doing?" with the boogies coming out of his nose.
Probably. He's the one. The other day, there was a clip going around of him, and he does a podcast. I know, but I'm telling the listeners what Todd's talking about. And he was doing the podcast with his brother, who plays for Philadelphia.
Love him.
And his Travis's niece came on and said, "Hi, Uncle Travie." Real cute voice, 3 or 4, I don't know. She is. And he goes, "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?" Which is the way he talks, and it sounded so creepy. But everybody else was like, "Oh, that's sexy. It's sexy." Like, oh, he's talking to his little niece like he would somebody he's trying to pick up in a club. "Hey, baby girl, how you doing?"
He's something.
"How you doing?"
And then he was at the end. He was getting the crowd all hyped up. I see. He's personality. I know. Yeah.
Yeah, he is, baby girl.
Stop.
You know what? You married a man who's all personality.
That's creepy. Don't. I can tell you're just waiting.
Yeah, I'm waiting for you, baby girl.
Ugh.
I'm waiting for you to get out that sexy Polaroid hoodie you wearing.
God, you're weird.
So,
Oh, stop.
you going to get your hair did today, baby girl? Put that. Look, tell her to charge me for that. Let me take care of that for you.
Ugh.
Trying to get your hair done.
I can't.
I'm gonna take care of that for you.
Stop. You're so weird. Quit looking at me like that.
You
God.
This is Ace TJ 5G.
Anytime you hear the Ace and TJ replay going on, when we're not here or it's the weekend or something like that, you should know that it is sponsored by Lisenby Fencing Solutions. Shane Lisenby is a really, really great guy. He'll treat you right. Anytime you need some fencing done around your house, all different kinds too, whether it's agricultural fencing, aluminum fencing, cyclone fencing, they got it all. Lisenby Fencing. Go to acetj.com/fence.
So we found out TJ's going to do breakfast for dinner for Valentine's Day. He always makes these heart-shaped pancakes
So cute.
for his wife, Jody. Rob said he's not going to even leave Meredith a card because, quote, she wouldn't even have time to read it.
Right.
I guess. Ace, what are you doing for Valentine's Day? You got Valentine's Day plans?
I have a very busy day leading up to it because I got a lot of work and stuff to do. But we have an afternoon of all the things Amanda loves.
Good idea.
So
what's something she loves?
She loves taking the dog on long walks.
Perfect.
So we'll take the dog on a long walk. She's getting a massage today.
Perfect.
Her gift did not come in. I'm very upset about that because I paid for the expedited shipping.
Ooh, not so good.
Not good at all. I'm very unhappy about that.
Yikes.
Are you going to print it out, like a picture of it, and give it to her?
I kind of, no, I'll just tell her.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I kind of hipped her to it yesterday. Like, hey, I'm really upset your gift is not going to be here. And, you know.
It's a fleet enema, isn't it?
Exactly. And then
all our favorite things.
Yeah. And then I hope she's not listening right now because she didn't know she was getting a massage until this moment when I said that a minute ago. And then for dinner tonight, we have her favorite foods for dinner.
Oh, nice.
I'm not cooking them. I'm going to pick them up.
That's cute.
So you're going to be bouncing around picking up different things?
Yeah. That's the plan.
What's her favorite food?
Crab legs.
Oh, nice.
I love crab legs.
You're doing pretty good then.
Yeah, crab legs is her absolute favorite food.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
So, Rob, are there plans for your Valentine's Day, or you're just it's a wash already because she doesn't have time?
Well, she won't be at the house tonight, so.
Oh, trouble in paradise?
No, she's going to see her parents
on Valentine's Day.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people don't even look at Valentine's Day as being anything.
I'm playing my board game today.
Go to your mom's. I'm playing my board game. Holy. I mean, there's not caring about Valentine's Day, and then there's sending your girlfriend to her mom's house so you can play a board game.
Me and my cousin are playing.
No, I set the day aside. She did not.
Oh, wow.
Yikes.
Okay.
Sounds like a Share Funny episode coming up.
It does.
Ace TJ 5G.
This is a big day for you. If you're trying to lose weight, every day is a big day when you've got Calitrin helping you, because you've got an advantage over people who aren't using Calitrin. Now, Calitrin is not a drug. That's the first thing they want you to know at Calitrin, is that it's not going to negatively affect any medication you've got, not going to make you feel like you're just about to, jump out of your skin, any of that kind of craziness. It's collagen, the top quality collagen, as a matter of fact, that promotes fat loss and lean muscle. And it's got a huge success rate. Now, you can go to their website and look at all the stuff that they have there, all the information, and you'll see that it's not just blowing smoke. They've got the scientific proof that Calitrin helps you lose weight and get better sleep. And if you order 3 months supply right now, you'll get 1 month free and then $30 off. So they're great people, and they want you to be successful. And, because if you're not, then their business goes away. Look at it that way. A lot of success stories on their website too. You can read them all and just take a few minutes and just peruse the entire thing and then order it. It's acetj.com/weight loss for Calitrin.
There's a new cafe that's opened up in Manchester. That's in the UK.
Manchester.
It's the only cafe of its kind in the UK. And it's not like a regular coffee scone cafe. This is called the Animated Cafe. It serves coffee, it serves scones, serves donuts, but all of the servers are dressed up like Japanese anime characters, specifically women.
Yeah, Rob would love that.
Short skirts, bows in their hair, makeup that makes their eyes appear bigger, anime characters, obviously catering to guys, single guys specifically.
Yeah.
The theme originates from Tokyo, Japan, where the waitresses are referred to as maids. Short skirts, bows in their hair, kind of thing. But this cafe is a little unique because they have to have rules outside the door, a list of rules. Now, why would they need that? Well, the number one rule: don't touch the maids.
Yeah.
Wow.
Bunch of weirdos.
Do not touch our maids. Thank you. You got to book your spot in there. You can even request a specific server, which kind of sounds like a good idea. I'm surprised Hooters doesn't offer that.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want to be seated in a certain person's section or whatever.
We have that at the Mexico restaurant. His name's Cheeto.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
Cheeto's your server.
Mm-hmm.
No touching or asking the maids to touch you.
Ew.
Oh my God.
You touch me.
Yeah.
And one of the other rules is
you can't even ask.
It's so
I guess
weird.
not. Like don't even ask. And then my favorite rule is do not linger in the shop or cafe waiting for the maids to talk to you. Oh my God. And I thought, well, I don't know. I mean, if that's what these guys are going for, I mean, I don't know. They should at least say hello. Right?
Yeah.
I mean, these are guys that are clearly need, a little attention, or that's why they opened this place, I would imagine. So if they get rebuffed at the Animated Cafe, I mean, they're likely to climb up to the roof and jump. I mean, holy cow.
But they can't even say hi to the customers outside of being at their table.
I don't know. But I do like that it says their golden rule: do not touch.
Do not touch.
So I looked at some pictures on their website. They're pretty women that are the maids there, of varying sizes. So I mean, you can, if you're
Something
into
for
a
all
large,
the flavors.
absolutely. So it's interesting. The Animated Cafe. Just check out their Instagram.
Rob would probably love that place.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Yeah, I don't know if he's into that.
Nah.
Okay.
I like strip clubs, so why would I like something similar?
Because they're dressed like people you love.
Is this similar to a strip club?
I mean, they're faking attention. They're faking. Yeah, it's the same thing.
It is not the same thing. They're
It's
not
exactly-
naked.
that's the only difference.
Well, that's a huge difference about strip clubs. That's like what makes it a strip club.
That is kind of a big difference. It's really, to be fair.
The Ace and TJ Show.
presents Unfiltered, Uncensored, and Uninterrupted. Well, almost. Right here. Let's go! This is Share Funny from the Ace and TJ Show Plus.
Just thinking here.
Think like what?
You know what? You know what it smells like when you go in the restroom when somebody has gone number 2 and then sprayed a lot of air freshener on the top of it? That's kind of what
Ew, it smells like.
smell like out in the hall or something.
Well, I just walked behind you. I hope it's not me.
No, I think it was when you opened the door. I smelt it out in the hall. Somebody been out there spraying that old-fashioned Glade. You remember the only kind your grandmother had in the Glade, and it was so wet going.
Ew.
Yeah.
It's like, damn. I think I'd rather smell the shit than poop with that on top of it.
It's like freshener coated poo smell.
Yeah, it's like a powder scent. That's not getting rid of a damn thing. Powder scent.
Dookie powder.
Dookie powder.
Or when they just use Lysol as an air freshener. You ever seen grandparents doing that shit?
Mm-hmm.
At least it's killing the dookie germs.
Mm-hmm.
Dookie germs.
Yeah.
Spray some poopery on you. Freshen up. A little cologne, a little behind the ear.
Hey, Febreze changed the air freshener business in a big way. It changed that industry.
Very true.
When that first came along.
Just spray your clothes. You're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Spray it on everything.
Yeah. Spray it directly onto the couch and onto the carpet. Mm-hmm. And it didn't have that. It was the first one that didn't have some sort of a really chemically enhanced flower or cinnamon type of smell with it.
You know, my mom used to love that carpet powder.
Carpet fresh.
She would go crazy with the carpet powder.
Stuff.
And then wait like an hour before she vacuumed it up. So you get in the house and you'd be like, oh my God.
Yeah, my mom used to put that down and they were just like, all right, leave, don't go in there. So it'd sit there for several hours. They were like, back in the house, I put it down to stay off the carpet in there.
Yeah.
Do they still do that? Do they still sell that powder?
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah. I use it in my, I use that, I have that carpet fresh stuff in my house.
Really?
We use all it regularly.
It's like the body lotion of rooms.
Yes. So
yes.
You know,
overpowering.
the scented body lotion. Women will put that on and smell like, damn. It's too much. It's too much.
I got country pear on my upper lip now.
Sugar cookie vanilla.
Mm-hmm.
Pumpkin spice. Cucumber melon.
Oh, I do love the cucumber melon one.
Moonlight Path.
That's a good one. Fresh laundry.
Jasmine for nighttime.
Yeah.
Or lavender.
Mm-hmm.
Sweet pea.
Yeah, my grandparents had, my grandmother would always have that can of Glade old-fashioned air freshener. Well, it wasn't old-fashioned then, it was just air freshener.
Mm-hmm.
But when you sprayed it, it looked like a hose.
A fire extinguisher.
And then you pushed the button, and the thing was on the top at an angle.
Apples and cinnamon.
Mm. She always Field of Daisies or whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it smelled like, if a bumblebee flew in here, it would die. Like, that's how off it is. Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was always the worst.
Yeah.
But that's what it smelled like when somebody opened the door a minute ago. Today, Valentine's Day. Not Valentine's. Valentine's. And Rob left the day open. We found out during the regular old show. He left the day open to be able to celebrate with his lovely significant other, Meredith. But he said Meredith did not leave the day open for him.
That's correct. Last week, my cousin was leaving the house on Wednesday. He's like, I guess I'll be back Tuesday. I said, nah, Tuesday's Valentine's Day. Probably going to do something with Meredith. Mm-hmm. And he said, oh, okay, cool. And then, I think Sunday or Saturday, Meredith was like, all right, so Monday we'll eat dinner together. Tuesday I'll be at my parents'. I said, Tuesday's Valentine's Day. She goes, oh, no, well, I've already made the plans.
What plans?
Her sister was coming into town.
Oh. From how far away?
Like almost Greensboro. So not that far.
Yeah.
I was thinking like Michigan.
Right.
Like an hour and a half away.
Her flight gets in at 8.
But now her sister won't even be there, and she's still going.
So she's just going to have dinner with her parents.
Yeah.
That she could do any time.
Yeah.
And she's leaving you on Valentine's Day.
And so I told my cousin, hey, you can come on over. And he said, well, I've already got plans today. I was like, what?
Does he have Valentine's Day plans?
No, he's going to get an inspection and car taxes taken care of. So he'll come over afterwards.
Okay, yeah. But it's a lot of playing time you could have been getting in if she would have just told you in the beginning, I don't have time for you on Valentine's Day.
You damn right. I'm missing out on some missions.
Yeah. And your cousin's out there, getting his undercarriage inspected.
Yeah. Wow. That's wild.
So, is Meredith really, really close with her family?
Yes, very, very, very close.
Okay.
We were talking the other day. She said she wanted to move a little ways up the road just because it was a little bit closer to her parents.
Oh.
I said, but it's further away from my work and my parents. She goes, well, I want to be closer to my parents.
Yeah. I mean, they keep the apps on their phone.
Yeah.
To monitor each other's activities.
The other day, on Sunday, we went to take her dad some donuts and help him with his BiPAP machine. And on the way there, she got a notification on her phone that her mom was going home. And so she called her. She goes, I see you're leaving work. I was like, oh, my God, that would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
What's a BiPAP machine?
It helps him breathe. He's not doing great.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like a CPAP, but it does the pressure both ways, in and out.
Okay. Well, but I mean, then that's different. Of her wanting to go and have dinner with them if he's sick and all of that, than if she just said, I'm going to Mama and Daddy's on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Just because I'd rather be with them than you.
But it was on the phone with her mom when she said that, and I said, and her mom goes, "Well, do something with him instead." I was like, "No, you already got the plans. Go ahead and do it." It wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, the hurt has already been inflicted.
Hell yeah.
No, you do your thing, I guess.
Single as a Pringle.
So y'all aren't the types to be doing like romantic things for Valentine's Day anyway. Y'all aren't that type of couple, but
we would have just gone out to eat or something probably.
Right.
But at least you made the effort, Rob, and left the door open to try to accomplish something good for Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Sounds like he's more into it than she is.
Sure does.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you marry the girl, you marry the whole mountain.
Yeah, no, I get it. Man.
But y'all just moved into that house and she already wants to move again?
Every time we drive by a house that she likes, she goes, we could move there. I was like, well, no, we can't. That is way too expensive, first of all.
And y'all have you even unpacked all your stuff yet?
I haven't, because some of my stuff's still at my cousin's.
You haven't even finished moving.
Good Lord, man.
Is she ready to move again?
They've been there like 2 years.
And she bought that house, right?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Mm-hmm. Now, how many siblings does she have?
3. 2. Well, they're all older, but 2 sisters and 1 brother.
And do they all have the what do you call it? The GPS thing that they can follow each other and all that?
I think her sisters do. I think her brother did not want in on that.
Yeah.
Smart guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I mean, I could see them, wanting to have their parents to be able to know where their parents are and all. And in order to do that, don't you have to also be hooked to it? If you want to, for example, if she wanted to be able to keep up with her parents to make sure that they're okay, if they're, sick or whatever, but she would have to be participating in it too. It couldn't just be a one-way thing where she can monitor the parents.
I don't know if that's the case 100%. I've never used Life 360, but I think she could set it up to where if she registered herself as the parent, they wouldn't be able to see her, but I don't know.
Huh.
But I think her mom really likes being able to see where she's at as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's wild.
It would drive me nuts.
Yeah.
I don't care who it is. I don't want somebody knowing what I'm doing, where I am every minute of the day.
I wouldn't mind if Meredith had mine. I don't care about that. I wouldn't.
Yeah.
That way she could know if I'm on the way home or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But no, nobody else.
Well, I mean, it's just that, I'm not up to anything.
Yeah.
But I just, that whole idea of somebody constantly looking over my shoulder,
And getting
That's why, I mean,
notifications.
I still haven't gotten used to the fact that these cameras are on us nonstop in the mornings. You know, I don't like that feeling.
I would want to know where my mom's at all times. I would, because she doesn't answer her phone and she does dumb things like go on hikes by herself.
That's fair.
Yeah.
So, what if you looked and she's out in the woods somewhere?
Then I'm gonna call her and tell her to take her ass
If she's
home.
not answering her phone, she's on a hike. She's not answering the phone, and I think your mama would freak out if you ask her about putting that thing on her because she doesn't even want you calling her.
I know. Well, that's the problem. Well, then answer your phone.
You would like this on Jody. You want to know where she's at all the time.
Not really. Not really. I just want to know. Sometimes I want to know where she is because I want to know if I'm supposed to be doing something that I've forgotten about or whatever.
Where's your mama?
Yeah, where is your mama?
Where's
But
your
if
mama?
I do that in the house, that she complains about me going, "Where's your mama?" It's because I got something to tell her.
I'm not trying to hassle you. I'm trying to deliver some information.
Where's your mama? Where's your mama?
I don't like it. Well, this is a fault of mine in life, but especially in a relationship. Nobody needs to know anything I'm doing. Don't come in. I realize it's a shortcoming of mine, but I'll give you an example. Last night, I'm sitting in the office, doors closed, and Amanda just opens the door and goes, "What are you doing?" And I said, "Stuff."
None of your damn business.
Why are you at? I'm sitting here working. And,
She's
and I'm
interested
writing.
in your life.
She goes, "Are you writing a song over there?" And I said, She goes, "Are you right?" I said, She goes, "Can I see it?" No, you can't see anything that's going on over here. I don't want anybody to get in my stuff.
Okay.
And she goes, okay, I'll leave you alone. So, like I'm sitting there I was doing work stuff. I was jotting down some notes for a song idea.
You got a new album coming out?
No, just always jotting down notes, working on something. And she's just like, and she doesn't mean anything by it. She's just curious, wants to know what's going on in my life. But a lot of times, by the same token, I'm not one normally to ask, "So what are you doing?"
Yeah.
Like I see you. You're sitting there reading. Okay, you're reading.
You're like, mind your beeswax.
Yeah, but that's with
Close
everybody.
the door.
Yeah, close the door. Leave me alone.
Just don't. Granted, like I said, it's a shortcoming of mine, but I just don't. Somebody needs to know what I'm doing.
If I'm going to the store, say I'm going to the grocery store, Target, say, and before I go to Target, I will text Jody and say, "Hey, do you need anything from Target?"
Yeah.
She will respond, "No, I just went to Target." And then the follow-up is, "What are you getting?" And I'll always mess and go, "Why do you need to know what I'm getting? You don't need anything. I'm getting some." She goes, "Well, because if you need something, I may have just gotten it."
Oh, that's fair.
I was at Target 2 days ago. I may have gotten what you're going to get.
Okay.
Which, it does make sense.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying that's how much I'm, against people knowing my business. Like, they got to know every move that I'm making or whatever. I'm just like, but if somebody came in and said, "Hey, what you doing?" I wouldn't get mad about that. If I'm like, "Hey, sitting behind the computer looking at porn," I mean, he went through the checklist. I'm doing some working on some stuff for work. I'm writing you a song. Now get out of here.
No, I didn't say writing you a song.
Get out of here. I'm writing a song for you about how you're so great because you stay out of my effing business.
I had
Things like that.
I had the store thing yesterday. I was like, "Hey, I'm going to run to the store. Do you need anything? What are you going to get?" I said, and we'd already talked about it. I said, "I'm going to get the trash bags that we've discussed twice." Like,
okay, well, just a question.
What else, man?
Oh, brother.
Marriage sounds fun.
What I said is not a big thing. Y'all always go that, like, anytime you say something about some little quirk or something that gets on your nose, "Ooh, marriage sounds fun."
Well,
marriage sounds
this
great.
one
Marriage,
over here.
Well, he gets mad. He gets mad about little things and all that.
I prefaced it by saying it is a shortcoming of mine.
All right.
But I've never done well. People want to know what I'm doing. It's none of your business. Because a lot of times I'm working on stuff that nobody needs to see. I might throw it away. I might not like it. I don't want anybody to see it and go, well, that sucks. I know it sucks. That's why I'm going to get rid of it. It
wasn't a prying question, though. I think it was just like, hey, what are you doing?
Like, what are you up to?
Prying?
What are you up
You
to,
think she was
bud?
prying?
Bud? What you doing, bud?
Man.
Hey, pal.
I mean, I don't know. Like I wouldn't open the door and say, what are you doing? I might open the door and go, hey, you need anything? I'm going downstairs. You need anything? No? Okay, cool. Boom. And I would just close the door. Because whatever you're doing, that's your business. I don't want to know about it. But what are you doing? I don't know.
Porn.
She clearly wasn't doing that.
Or you say, not much. Just like people say whenever they go, hey, what you up to? Not much. But you getting pissed off relaying the story now.
Yeah, I know. Like, he's getting so angry. That's what I'm just like.
Asked me what I was doing. I don't like it. I don't like people asking me what I'm doing.
I might throw it away.
It's like, dude, you live with a whole other person in your house. That's what happens.
When I was a kid, there was something that used to really, really piss me off. It was when everybody still used landlines. And the phone would ring at the house. I would answer it. Hello? Hey, Richie, let me talk to your daddy. And I'd go, okay, hang on a minute. It's like, Dad. And he'd come to the phone, and as he's reaching for the phone, but like he's about to take something hot. And he pulls his arm back, his hand back, go, who is it? Who is it? I'm like, I don't know who the hell it is. What?
It's not my job.
Like, what are you going to do, run now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've already established that you're here.
It's funny that you say, I think my mom might have done the same thing. And it was like, may I ask who's calling? I think she would like mouth those words.
Right.
May I ask who's calling? May I ask who's calling? Yeah, it's not your job. I mean, we're kids. I think
proper phone etiquette is that they should identify themselves.
True.
And all, but if there's not, then I just began to lie at first. I would just go, no, he's not here. Can I take a message? When he's sitting in there scratching his balls, flipping the remote, digging in his drawers.
Ew. That's gross.
Doing the man scratch.
Scratching his balls and digging in his
I'm just kidding.
One at a time.
Yeah, that's why he couldn't come to the phone. He didn't have a free hand. We didn't have hands free back then.
One's in his ass, one's on his balls.
Yeah.
Free hand.
That's so ugly.
Digging. Now that I'm an adult, I realize that he's probably dodging bill collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now that you know what it's all about, huh?
But I'm pretty sure that somebody going, hey, Richie, let me talk to your daddy. Is not somebody calling from the bank. Could have been, but probably not.
Hey, miss any part of Share Funny? Subscribe to the podcast on all major podcast platforms. More Share Funny coming up. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes. Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on acetjtv. Share Funny has its own Facebook group. To join, search Share Funny and get more. Now more Share Funny from the Ace and TJ family.
I saw this thing on the line. It was a guy in New York who is a dating coach. Now, what kind of education you got to have to be a dating coach? Anybody can just say they're a dating coach, right?
Yeah, absolutely they could.
I want to be a dating coach.
Me too.
Ooh, the 3 most romantic zodiac signs. I don't. Is Alexis the only one who believes in all that in here?
I don't.
You don't?
I don't believe it.
Is Leo on that list?
Who is he?
Leo.
Well, it's just a long ass article. It doesn't.
Oh.
It doesn't give a 1, 2, 3. So I'm 1, 2 out. I ain't got time to be reading that. I figure Virgo is the most romantic.
That's what you are.
Yeah. Casanova was an Aries. That's Jody, my wife. Capricorn and Gemini, which is Ace, I think.
Gemini,
are
yeah.
the 3. But maybe not, because it keeps going on and on. It's just like, who wants to read all this dumb magic shit?
Who got time for reading that?
You're a Leo?
Yep.
And what is your little boyfriend?
He is a Aquarius.
Oh. See, I would think Aquarius would be the sexiest one because it just sounds like Aquarius. J, Aquarius. That how he introduced himself to you?
Mm-hmm.
Does he believe in all that?
I don't think so.
Yeah, probably not. He's a conservative.
Whatever, dude.
We don't believe in all that bullshit.
That's not true.
We don't.
There are some that do. I've seen them and I've met them.
Well,
that's just you.
Then
don't
I would
speak
have
for
to.
all of
I would have
them.
to see them and meet them to tell you whether or not they're real conservatives or not.
Oh, please.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. So this dating coach has the 5 bare minimum traits to demand in a man.
Okay. 5 bare minimum traits to demand in a man.
Finish loading all the spam pop-ups and stuff. All right, pick up the phone. The man you're dating should be good with his phone. You should not have to ask a full-grown man to return your calls or your text. When he's available, he should do that anyway. Yeah, that's pretty much bare minimum. Make a date. The boyfriend in question should take you on a date at least once a week unless you're in a long-distance relationship, at which time he should masturbate in front of his computer camera and call that a date for your ass.
That's gross.
He didn't say that. That's not what the coach said. That's what
You'd be a
that's
horrible
what
coach.
That's what Coach Me said. Be supportive. Your partner should be your biggest cheerleader. Your boyfriend should be your biggest cheerleader. If he's not, something's not right. Trust me, Lucas explained. Lucas, the dating coach. But what if she's doing some stupid ass shit? You got to be a cheerleader for that? If she's doing something destructive that she thinks is a great thing, she might think heroin is great. You going to be a cheerleader for her doing heroin?
I think, supportive when she's not on hard drugs.
I mean, there are all kinds of things. You can't just always say you're going to be the biggest cheerleader of somebody or you don't care about them, whether it's a boyfriend, girlfriend, or just a friend or a family member. Sometimes they're going to do something that you don't need to be supporting. You need to talk them out of doing it.
True. But for the vast majority of time, that's not the case. So, 95% of the time, you're there to support.
I don't know. Because people do some dumb things. So you're going to say 95% of the time people want to do something that it's a good thing, Ace, and you should cheer them on?
Yeah, I'd say probably 9 times out of 10. That's what's that, 90%? Yeah, you're like, hey, I'm going to support you.
No.
That's one of the things I don't get. If you don't support the person that you're with, I never got guys that feel threatened by the success of the girlfriend or the wife or whatever. You know what I mean?
I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if they just decide, you know what's going to be a good idea is if I quit my job and start trying to run my own psychic phone line out of the house.
Well, yeah.
Then I'm going to go, yes, you should do that. That is an awesome idea.
Yeah, you should.
Because I would think being supportive would be not to say, go ahead and do that. The supportive thing to do would be trying to talk them out of some dumb shit.
That's their dream.
Yeah, well, their dream is dumb.
Well, TJ is right on that.
Okay, well, you think all your dreams are like that? Think they're awesome and amazing?
Did I say that?
I'm just asking.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't. I think up some dumb shit, too. If somebody had always been encouraging me to do the things that hit my head, I would be nowhere. Probably in hell is where I'd be, in wallowing around in that lake of fire.
Yeah.
Thank God somebody wasn't supportive of every idea that I ever had. Let's see. Share schedules. Your significant other should be open about their schedules so the couple can actually plan their lives with each other. It's not really that hard to do this. What do you mean? Like, how does your week look? What's your schedule? On the week? Yeah,
Yeah, Meredith.
You got to have somebody tell you to do that? What, Rob?
Meredith and I have a shared calendar that we put all of our things in. She didn't put today in there before now, but...
Oh, see, that wouldn't be good for me because I would always forget to put stuff in it.
Yeah, that wouldn't work for you.
No. Jody will, though, ask me, and I'll say, hang on a minute, let me look. And then I'll have to look at the calendar that way and tell her, no, I can't do that on that day because, I'm supposed to fly to the moon or whatever it is that I've got on the agenda.
Or some smart ass comeback, but mind your business. That would drive me crazy.
Or either I just look at it and go, no, can't do that day.
I'm sure she loves that.
Yeah. Some people are supposed to take a nap that day.
Yep. Okay.
What?
Well, the dating coach is for people that genuinely don't know how to function in a even remotely healthy relationship. So you got to understand that.
Yeah, but this guy doesn't look like he's going on that many dates either. He's not all that looking.
He only counsels women?
Oh, I don't know. But, I mean, what is he ever going to tell a woman she's not doing something right, or what a guy should be demanding of a woman that he's dating?
Certainly doesn't sound like it.
No. You let that language slip out on TikTok and see what happens. Guys, 5 things that you should demand from a woman that you're dating. Yeah, that would go well. And then he says, show love. Oh, well, all right. Now I see where he's the expert. Show love.
Well, you got to show love in their love language.
A mature lover knows how to show affection. He should always make you feel wanted. And so should she.
Okay. I get it now. Show love. Yeah. It's a good idea.
I don't know how much I can trust this guy, though, for anything. He's kind of shifty looking. You know why? Because he has a thin beard, but he shaves a line down between his nose and like he's got a space here.
It's weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's white, and he does that. But, it's like when black guys shave it down, they do the pencil thin and then all the way around and all. It's cool, but this guy is like,
see this guy.
You can't trust that.
Facts.
Mm-hmm. And he looks like he's on dope.
Because he has a weird mustache, he looks like he's on dope, or because his eyes are slanty like that?
No, he just looks. One of the stills that they've gotten from his video makes him look like.
Why your eyes do that?
No, he's not a bad-looking guy.
Why are your eyes slanty?
I'm just kidding.
No, he's good looking.
Mm-hmm. I don't see him killing it with the ladies, though.
You don't?
But he may not even be dating ladies. No, I don't see that guy being what the mental health professionals, the real relationship experts call a coxman.
This is the Share Funny podcast from the Ace and TJ family. More next. You're watching the Share Funny podcast live on YouTube. We'll be back in 3 minutes.
Whether you are buying or selling a home, Chambers and Associates Realty team is here to help. Because this is what they do. They are experts, they are experienced, and they know what you need to get through this process easily. Again, whether you're buying or selling, call them 704-439-6232. 704-439-6232, or visit them online at lkncharlottehomes.com. That's lkncharlottehomes.com.
If you have a business and you want to take your advertisements to the next level, then you need to be using ACETJ Media. You want the most creative content for digital, video, and audio? It's all at ACETJ Media. Go to acetjmedia.com.
Who is advertising with the Ace and TJ Show?
Here at Sweet Dreams, we love to kick back and listen to our favorite podcast, TJ and Jody's House, and hear them mention all the time the awesome furniture they got from us at Sweet Dreams. And just today, we actually had a customer come and buy a whole house full of furniture because they heard us on TJ and Jody's House.
The Ace and TJ Show is radio, podcasts, video, social media, streaming, live appearances, and more. Get your company on before it's too late. Ace TJ at acetj.com or acetjmedia.com.
Hey, hon? What are all these people doing in our house?
Oh, they're from Sweet Dreams. They stand behind their furniture. Isn't that great?
At Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture, we won't literally physically stand behind the furniture in your house. What you have just witnessed is a simple dramatization of how much we care, which is like a whole lot. Sweet Dreams Mattress and Furniture.
Sounds like a sweet deal to me.
Somebody should get fired.
That's how the Titanic sank.
Yeah. That's how the Titanic sank?
Yeah, because they were supposed to be looking out for icebergs, and they were like, oh,
I thought you meant an asteroid hit it.
Yeah, I was like, well,
what version did you see?
I was going to let it fall.
Just eat that meat and be proud about it.
Mm-hmm. Eat that meat. Be proud.
Yes.
It sounds like a dopehead movie to me.
No. It's a very, brain type movie.
Oh, a very brain type movie.
Yeah.
Save that clip. It's like a very brain type movie.
You know.
Yeah,
I get it.
That was that's an all-time classic, Alexis. Oh, right there.
Welcome back to the Share Funny podcast on acetjtv.
Y'all remember the name Ashley Graham?
Yeah.
Is that the one with Elliot Spitzer?
No.
Or is that the model?
This is the
That lady's at?
Says Ashley Dupree.
Ashley, okay, thank you. I just want to make sure I wasn't losing my mind. All right, but Ashley Graham is the plus size model, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And Rob, it's pronounced Dupree.
Oh, Dupree, my bad.
Yeah, Ashley Dupree. Dupree. Same type of fella that would say Leroy instead of Leroy. She's posting stuff on the social medias of her squeezing her belly into some spandex because she's had 3 babies. 2 of them look really new, and the other one's a toddler. Just some people just can't stand not having people look at them naked. You know, it's like, I just had a baby and all. How soon can I show some of my private areas to the world? And the doctor said, well, go ahead whenever. I remember her being pretty.
She's very pretty.
Yeah, she's always been very pretty.
But this picture is showing her like gathering up all of her loose skin and everything from having a baby, and then just making a ball out of it in the middle of her body, and then tucking it into some spandex.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Is it revealing?
The outfit?
No, just the video.
It's just see right here. I should have sent it to Todd, but you see, she got a handful of that. Got a little.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. Sure. I think that's cool though. She's still pretty.
Oh yeah.
You know, I always said about Jessica Simpson. You know, when Jessica Simpson would get big.
Yeah.
She's still gorgeous.
Did you see that picture of her the other day on Instagram peeing?
What?
When she was doing a modeling shoot, she posted a picture of herself peeing on set.
No, she's
Like
always
crouched
been
down.
that way though, like showing, being crude and all that. Yeah. Like you could see it coming out of her.
I did.
She was just squatted down.
I did a pinch and whatever you call the opposite of a pinch and zoom to see if you could see the stream.
Ew.
But I couldn't. No. But it was obvious.
Zooming in. I want to see the pee.
The stream.
I want to see.
He said, I want to see the stream. Gross.
What are you supposed to say?
I don't know, but it's. I mean, you're not wrong.
Let me see your pee stream.
Oh man! Hey,
Let me ask you something. Can I?
could I?
Can I stream your stream?
See your pee stream.
Would you mind?
Gross.
Yeah. Let me see. Riggins?
Yeah, I don't find that sexy at all.
Yeah, not my thing.
Oh, it's not?
No, it's
Seeing
not.
women pee?
No, not in any way.
Still looks good though. I mean, man.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yeah.
Isn't she lovely?
Mm-hmm.
Alexis is on this new diet because her new boyfriend says she needs to no lighten up, tighten up. That's what he said. Get it right, get it tight. You know, I found you, Miss New Booty. Or better be Miss New Booty. So he didn't have you in the gym yesterday? Y'all just went on a walk?
I couldn't go to the gym yesterday. I was planning on it, but I went and got some Botox, and you can't go to the gym.
Oh.
Yeah, so tomorrow.
How convenient.
I didn't plan. I forgot about that part.
But didn't you think that you could, like when you were here?
Yeah, I thought I could because it was only going to be. It was something slight.
Yeah, because you did say yesterday you were planning on going.
Yeah.
I like the way TJ phrased that though. He put you in the gym yesterday.
All right, so he's working on the body, getting you where he wants you, and the face, getting you some Botox.
That was a stop it. Don't even start that. He didn't even know I was going to get the Botox until I told him.
He agreed.
I mean, not that he agreed or disagreed. It's just he was like, okay, whatever.
He's like, yeah, you need it.
I'm glad you.
Shut up.
I'm glad you saw that before I had to point it out.
He's like, your eyes look old.
Looking like a Hispanic Sharpay. So, how long is he giving you before you have to have a facelift? Like
Shut up.
a full thing.
He thinks my face is beautiful.
But there's always room for improvement, he says.
He didn't say that.
And yesterday was your first day of the diet. It wasn't so bad. Today being the second day. And Riggins pointed out earlier, this is the worst time for a woman to be going on a diet.
Yep. Because I'm already grouchy.
She's got her girly business going on.
She's got a girly business, and it's Valentine's Day, and it's like the day where you eat something nice and maybe chocolate
And all I can feel
Indulge.
is emptiness in my stomach, emptiness in my heart.
Oh, God. Feel like there ought to be a toll-free number pop up over your chest right now.
Emptiness in my stomach.
65
emptiness in my
cents a
heart.
day. 65 cents a day you can feed this child.
Feed me, please.
So what will you do tonight for dinner? Because there won't be your typical, big wonderful Valentine's Day dinner, then will there?
Probably a delicious Valentine's Day smoothie.
Delicious.
Put some red food coloring in it.
Right. It'll be strawberries and
But
cream.
you're working together toward a common goal. I think that's commendable. It's awesome.
Yep. She have 2 strawberries dipped in Greek yogurt.
Ugh. The calamity.
The calamity.
It is a calamity.
It's a calamity.
You won't have a bunch of chocolate covered strawberries this year, or no special chocolate Valentine's Day cake or anything.
Ice cream.
Yeah, no ice cream.
Nothing from a chocolatier.
Nothing.
What will you do?
Giraldi, those
little
caramel filled squares.
He's gonna be like, "You want something sweet? Eat raisins."
Oh God.
He said that to you?
No, that's probably what he would say.
I was like, damn.
I do like raisins.
Oh, I hate raisins.
raisins
Nah,
are good. I love
raisins
them.
are good if someone just has them out and you're like, "Oh yeah, let me get some."
Yeah.
Not like out of my own choice would I ever pick raisins.
Not as a substitute for
No.
chocolate.
And I hate raisin cookies. I hate them.
If my wife accidentally took a bite of something that had a half of a raisin in it, she'd start gagging.
Really?
Spit it out. Yeah.
I think oatmeal raisin cookies are fantastic.
I like rum raisin ice cream.
I want oatmeal raisin cookies over a chocolate chip cookie.
No, you're
Any
crazy.
day.
I'm not getting
That
Any
shows that
day.
you're a
Any day.
psychopath.
You need to go to hospital.
Yeah, you need to go to penitentiary. for
Why?
that.
Because I'm not just walking around like every other drone in America going, "Oh, chocolate chip is the number
'Cause-
one cookie."
It's 'cause it is.
Because someone that would pick
Sometimes
raisins
it's not
over
because people are
chocolate.
drones; they just like stuff.
No, yeah. Well, if you like that, you're a weirdo.
But I'm unique.
and don't belong in society.
Alexis, Ace is on your side on the chocolate chips thing. Here, calm down.
No, yeah, no, I'm talking TJ.
Okay, just making sure.
I mean, they're
Craziness.
okay.
Yeah, but you say you would rather have raisins
Oatmeal
over
raisin.
chocolate.
I would
That
rather
is
have-
the craziest thing anyone can ever say.
There are probably 5 to 10 types of cookies I would rather have ahead of a chocolate chip cookie.
Well, you probably like white macadamia nut too.
Well, that's pretty good. I don't know what you're.
I don't know. What other color are there?
I don't know, but they're always called white macadamia nut cookies. So I don't know. You tell me.
I don't know.
They're
I've never
y'all's
heard of
nuts.
any other.
That's
No,
y'all's
they're
nuts.
Hawaiian nuts. I ain't got Hawaiian nuts.
It's funny that's meant to be shared. This is the Share Funny Podcast from the Ace and TJ family. Share Funny is a production of the Ace and TJ family. For more, download the Ace and TJ app in your app store. Now, more of the Share Funny podcast.
All right. Y'all name some types of cookies, and I'll tell you whether I would rather have that over a chocolate chip cookie, because I don't hate chocolate chip cookies.
Okay, we know the peanut butter is your favorite.
Yes.
A shortbread cookie. Those are the worst.
Shortbread over a chocolate chip. Are we talking about homemade chocolate chip or the kind you buy that are crunchy, like a Chips Ahoy?
Homemade chocolate chip.
I'd rather have a chocolate chip than that. Yeah. But I don't mind those shortbread cookies. I like
shortbread
You do?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Snickerdoodle.
Oh, no, he loves a
10
Snickerdoodle.
times better than a chocolate chip.
Yeah. Here's a good one. That peanut butter cookie, but with the Hershey Kiss stuck on top.
No.
Yeah.
No, I'd take that Hershey Kiss out of it. But if I can't do that, I'd rather have a chocolate chip than that.
What about those the peanut butter cookies with M&Ms in them?
Over a chocolate chip cookie, and I don't like M&Ms in cookies that much.
Mint chocolate cookie.
Chocolate chip. Yeah. I don't like anything mint chocolate, really, except a Junior Mint.
What about those that come in that blue tin?
The butter cookies?
Butter cookies.
Butter cookies over chocolate chip.
Yeah, those are
yes.
good too.
Yeah, I'd rather have those.
A Samoa Girl Scout with the coconut.
No coconut.
Oh, I love
no
Samoa
coconut.
cookies. Those are the best
I
ones.
wouldn't hit a dog in the ass with a coconut cookie.
Fudge stripe.
Fudge
Oh,
stripe
that's a
over
good
chocolate
one.
chip. Deluxe Graham over chocolate chip, too.
Cranberry cookies.
Ugh.
What?
Over chocolate chip, yeah.
What?
Yep.
You're crazy.
Ridiculous.
Y'all never had cookies with cranberries?
I
in them?
have. That's why I'm asking.
They're good.
My mom makes them.
They're
Blech.
very good.
Yucky.
Anise cookies.
What?
Those are the ones my mom makes for my dad. With anise. Anise seed.
Oh.
The licorice.
No, chocolate chip.
Um,
It's a middle of the road cookie for me. I'm telling you.
It's not. I mean, I think it's top 3 cookies.
Oh, I love it when they're fresh out the oven and
soft.
the outsides are nice and crispy, but the middle is soft.
Yeah,
Ugh.
gooey almost. Sugar.
Oh, I love sugar cookies.
Over chocolate chip any day.
Those Loft House iced sugar cookies.
Yes.
My mom's lemon cookies.
Any lemon cookie is going to beat
They're
a chocolate
the
chip
best.
for me anytime. Even those lemon poppy seed cookies, I would rather have over a chocolate chip. What did you say? The iced
Loft House sugar cookies.
Right. Those, and I would take iced gingerbread cookies over a chocolate chip.
Oh, gingerbread cookies are gross.
A pecan sandy.
No, I don't like those.
Those are not.
Yeah, those
I
aren't
love
good.
a pecan. I love those little what do you call it? The bags of the Keebler pecan
Yeah.
sandies.
Yeah, they're
delicious.
Keebler.
Oh, they're delicious.
Yeah, I don't like that.
The EL fudge sandwich cookies. Those are good.
Yeah, but their chocolate is a little bitter.
It is.
On it, so I would rather have a chocolate chip, but semi-sweet morsels or milk, or actually milk chocolate morsels.
Another one. Any kind of cookie with candy canes broken up on it.
No.
Yeah. I hate that.
Crispy.
Oh.
Pirouettes.
I love those.
Those are so good.
In the round.
Yeah, oh, I love those.
But the bad
They're
part
pretty
about
good,
those
yeah.
is that's like eating. It's almost like you're eating potato chips or pretzel sticks or something. Just like you just pick them, just eat them.
Yup.
And the next thing you know, you realize like I just ate 40 of
so
them.
good.
Those are for like 90-year-old women.
I love them.
I
I
do
love
too.
them.
I think they're
Live in
fantastic.
Rhode
You get
You'll
some
always-
good ones at Marshall's
Right.
in the tins.
You'll always find those right next to the pedophores.
Yeah, I mean, that is an old woman cookie.
That's my cousin's favorite cookie thing.
I'm with you, man. I love those things. I think they're great.
But I'm usually never ever gonna pick a wafer cookie over anything else. I don't like wafer type cookies.
Brooke on YouTube said, "What about old fashioned no bake chocolate oatmeal?"
Gross.
The no bake cookies. Yeah, he hates those. Oh, I think those are good.
A pumpkin cookie.
Yeah, I'll take it over chocolate chip.
Oh no.
Mm-hmm.
A cookie cake.
Yeah, and
That's his favorite. TJ loves cookies.
Yeah, and so
that's
you
the-
love it that has chocolate chip cookies in it, right?
I know that's the only way I really love chocolate chip cookies, but I would much prefer the cookie cake be made of peanut butter cookie. I don't know why they don't do it.
Oh, they don't do
I've
that.
never seen one.
That would be good.
why they don't make them in other flavors, but chocolate chip.
Get that cookie.
There's some recipes for some, but yeah, you're right. Nobody sells them.
And you know what? That would be one of those things that if I just, could, eat whatever I wanted and not worry about it, I would be getting cookie cakes. I would always have one in my house. Like people who always have snacks in their house or certain types of cookies.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I would have a cookie cake in my house. I get one every week I go to the grocery store. I get one.
You just walk by and almost have it like it sits out. You just walk by and cut a little piece off of, break a little piece off all the time.
Or cut it up and put it in a Ziploc and keep it that way. And then every night after dinner, get that for your dessert.
I know one that you will take chocolate chip over biscotti cookies.
Oh,
you hate a
yes.
biscotti. I love biscotti.
Barely a cookie. I don't
Right, you
even know
don't
if
even
that
have
qualifies.
sugar in them hardly. It is.
Dry bread.
You can use those to prop the door open.
Fortune cookies.
The best. I love. I don't know why though. I always feel the need to at least break off a piece of it.
You have to. You have to do it.
And you're like,
always
oh, these
bad.
are awful. Yeah. And then you feel the need to do it.
Gluten-free cookies.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'm not gonna like a gluten-free cookie.
Tagalongs?
Which ones are those?
Peanut
Those are
butter
the peanut
chocolate, I
butter.
think?
Yeah, I'd rather have that than a chocolate chip. It has the peanut butter in it.
Yeah, I think so.
And then it's covered in peanut butter too, or chocolate.
And chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Those are real good.
Oh, I just want
And the peanut butter
cookies.
patty ones, Girl Scout.
The peanut butter patty ones are good.
Oh, this is another. I had this story here to talk about. The guy in the D.C. area went up to the Girl Scout table where they were selling Girl Scout cookies outside the store, and he was just lurking around. And when the little girls got distracted selling cookies to some other customer, he snatched their cash box and ran off with it.
What kind of a dirt bag steals from the Girl Scouts?
Jeez. It's crazy.
Yeah. But, I mean, is that any worse than if he'd have just gone in and taken an old woman's wallet out of her grocery cart?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I mean, they're both. You just don't steal from old people and kids. I mean, it's like,
Which
I don't
one's
know.
worse?
I think stealing from old people is worse than stealing from kids because kids are resilient. They'll bounce back. They're fun.
Yeah, and they're not, and their money isn't going to feed them.
Exactly.
And an old person in the grocery store.
I don't know.
You know, Grandma, you got to watch your purse. You can't go over there and start feeling up the plums and leave your purse halfway across the produce section.
Yoink. That's part of business. Some people are going to steal from you. Girls, it's time to learn a lesson. It's a tough
Especially,
business lesson.
You know, especially if you're not paying attention.
Yeah. Toughen
Case
up.
which is worse, stealing from an old lady or the Girl Scouts?
I'm going old lady. Because the Girl Scouts is more of it's an organization. And the Girl Scouts have the ability to make that money up a little bit more than some old lady who's living on a fixed income. I was thinking about if somebody stole from my mom, I'd want to kill them.
Yeah. But I was imagining a really wealthy old woman. And I still think that would be worse.
I just never imagined old people as being wealthy. I don't know why that is.
They're all poor.
They're all poor. I don't know why.
One's poor.
The Share Funny Podcast is a production of the Ace and TJ family. To get more Ace and TJ 24/7, download the Ace and TJ app. Just search for Ace and TJ in your app store. All Share.
Thanks for watching the Ace and TJ Show on acetjtv. All material copyright ATJ Incorporated, a JT Media live production 2022.